Yeah, yeah, it was bad, man. It was really bad. We had no power for 2 days, literally. So,
Hello?
and today we show up at Cigars International.
Hello.
Truck sitting there.
Hi, everybody.
So
We're here,
Cigars
and
International.
we're alive.
We didn't know you were going to have another truck here today.
And I miss you guys.
And
I miss you guys.
go somewhere
What
else.
up, Twisted? Good to see you.
You guys like
Hi, Richard. How are you? Aki, good to see you. Reflex. Michelle,
business for one truck,
I got to see you today.
much less two.
I got to stop in and see Michelle today.
You know, we had
Hey, Amak, how are you?
as much as we did.
It was good to see you today. I enjoyed the
We're
taco.
just in an empty parking lot.
Hi, Luna.
CVS used to be.
How are you? Welcome in.
We're going to see how this works.
Hi, everybody. Twisted, how you been? Aki, how has everybody been? Anamina, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. Hi, Double. Matt. I was talking about burgers, by the way. Let there be light. There's light. Yeah. Thank you guys for all the support and all the messages the last few days. You know, if you guys are in my Discord, I've been making posts and stuff the last couple days of like how things have been going. But I appreciate everybody that has reached out and offered help and whatever it may be. So thank you guys for that. And we're here today. Today's our last day. We had to cancel the last 2 days, but we're here today, and that's a whole nother story that we can talk about. But I am excited to see everybody, and I'm just happy that we're able to go live today, and we can hang out, and we might raise some money for kids, you know? Hi, Faceplant. Good to see you, bud. Did you get my... I did, actually. Yep. I just haven't had time to do commands and stuff because we have no power. But I'll look through it. I'll look through the video you sent, and I'll find a cool part of that song, and it'll be good. I got your messages. We just got power last night around 11.
10:30, I think it was.
Hi, Mish. How are you? So around 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, it finally came on.
Sorry.
So we had a lot to do today to put things back and
I've tried my best.
get sorted out and whatnot. It's been a pretty busy day today. It's been a busy day today. But it's good that we had power. It was about 85 or so in the house. It was pretty warm in there the last couple days in the dark. So it was nice not only to have light and to realize like how thankful and lucky we all are to be able to have something as easy as like water and electricity. The two things I did not have.
So the website is down for 2 days, both of them.
And yeah, I did not smell very great. Faceplant, thank you. Hi, Noob. How are you doing?
Everything up and running.
How are you doing? But
The showers were just so much enjoyable.
it's been crazy to get to this point, and I'm just glad that we made it through, and we're lucky because our house
But it's just something we have.
only had like limbs down,
We got to run another wire.
but like a lot of neighbors and stuff had like flooded yards, and there was water coming up in their house, and trees were falling on their house. So, you know, it was definitely pretty crazy. The storms were pretty bad, but it just so happened our neighborhood was like one of the last ones to get power, and
It's been a challenge.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm
So
not gonna lie.
yeah, it's good.
We got
It's good that our house
we got
didn't get affected. So,
okay, so we
and
got
it wasn't.
fortunate
It could have been a lot worse as far as like if we didn't have the generators to run the coolers to keep the food. You know, that could have been pretty bad, but
all the freezers
we were
inside
probably,
and
if that got to that point, we were probably going to go give the food away,
so
is what Crumb and I were talking about. But because we had the generators and they ran for 2 days straight, all we had to do is just keep putting in gas. We didn't have to throw away anything, so
no air conditioning, no water.
that was a blessing, you know. Like we had enough power to run the refrigerator in the house
By the end of the day,
and all the refrigerators in the truck. So that was pretty cool. We didn't have to lose anything.
We
So
all needed showers so bad that the dogs would
yeah, we survived intact. Yeah, and that's the most important part. So
the dogs love
tornado
sleeping,
cleanup
but I
again.
think
Yeah, it's been pretty
everybody
bad, Luna. There was a lot of tornadoes. Not in the Houston area as much, but the storms blew trees out of the ground. So I don't
every day I
know what
wake
you
up,
want to call that. High winds. But there was still a lot of places in Texas, you know, Kansas, all that stuff that have been going through it this last week.
what can I say?
I can definitely understand why your son is on tornado duty. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Cigars Internet. Yeah, that's a whole nother crazy story, man. So today, if you guys look, I didn't go live on TikTok so we can have the outside camera.
Yeah, is that your pick or?
TikTok, yeah, but I'm not on TikTok. But today, chat, we're at a random parking lot. We're on a busy road, but we just decided to come here and try it for a few hours. This weekend's already a wash, and we realized we're lucky to even be out. So we figured since everything was hot, let's come try this place. We see it every day. We drive by it every day. All these cars drive by it every day. But you never know if anybody's going to want to take time to stop. Most importantly, though, is we're using our truck right now for advertisement, I guess, because this is a very busy road. And every car that goes by will be able to see the truck today. So I guess that's the blessing. And we get to hang out today. You know, Krim and I really wanted to hang out with you guys and chat and just, you know, let you guys know everything's all right. So that's another good part about today too, is we can maybe try to stream for a few hours here in this little spot. See what happens. See if we can raise some money for kids, hang out together, and then just try to hit next week. And let's just hope for next week to be better. No power outages. We might try to pick up a Wednesday this week. See if we can get an extra day in. So Krim might try to book us on Wednesday this week. On the fly, you never know. But that's kind of the deal for today. We got to Cigars International today, and they messed up, and they know they messed up. They double booked the trucks, and there was a truck there already today that got there at 1 o'clock. Did the Princess dress survive? Yes, it survived. We're going to be auctioning that off this month. So we got there, and there was another truck at Cigars International today. Apparently, he got there at 1. He's leaving at 6. He said they've done 5 tickets. He said it's always very slow here, so it's not just us. It's the place, and we all knew that anyway.
Yeah. Well, but he considers a $300 or $400 night a good night.
Yeah, and that's different. But we didn't want to stay there, even though we were supposed to be there too. It's not fair to him, and it's not fair to us, and it's not their fault. So that's why we came here today, because we can't really be there today, unfortunately. So, what kind of freak wants to use Danner? You're going to find out, dude. You're going to find out. So everybody said, I even said myself, that I was going to burn that thing when I got to Memphis. And then I found out that Tiltify auctions are actually a thing. So, hi, Lumen. How you doing? Hi, Dan. Can we just, hey, whatever you do with it afterwards is on you. If you want to make a little video of you burning it, go for it. If we can help raise $1 for some kids with it, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. So yeah, the dress is fine. It's going to be auctioned off this month, and we're going to try out the new feature that Tiltify unlocked for everybody. It was in beta, so the dress is going to be a cool way to practice how to use their auction, and then from there we'll like the little things Lumen made. I'm thinking about auctioning those off, and all kinds of different giveaway stuff that we might get, I'll probably auction off instead of just give it away. And that'd be extra ways we can try to raise money, you know. What up, Aru? Lumen, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Steve. Yep, we're back on. Last night at 11, the power came on, so. Looks a little empty out there. Ham Hock, it's empty. We're not expecting one customer today, but we're here.
As he said. But I'll get a meatball.
You'll tune in soon. All right, bud. Good to see you, man.
Anyway.
My lady, what did Aki say? My lady. Thank you, Faceplant, for the 69. Let's go. Is like my lamb shrimp. She gave me a good score. Hey, more power to you, bud. That's good. She supports you. Sai, how are you today? Good to see you, man. Thank you, noob. Yeah, that's all that matters. Bob doesn't smell very great. I didn't smell very great. My feet were the worst. My feet were the worst.
Drag all the customers out of their cars on the road.
Hey, what up, Mr. Miami? How you doing? While you were battling the weather, I was in the hospital and ended up getting a pacemaker. Oh, no kidding? That sounds serious, bud. No shit. I'm sorry to hear that. What,
I almost forgot. We also had a flat.
anytime your heart messes beats and stuff, that's never good, dude.
Get that fixed. Don't forget about the flat.
Oh, the flat tire? Yeah, we had a flat tire. That's okay.
That was
It would have been worse with socks, just saying. I guess you're right. Yeah, I was walking around. Everything was flooded, so I wasn't wearing socks in my shoes, and my shoes got wet. And not having a shower for 2 days, you could imagine. I'm also wearing different shoes today. Yes. Yeah, I'm ready. Good. As you can imagine, I cleaned those shoes, and they're drying out right now. Yeah, but it was good to get power because then we had water. And we were kind of worried about the sump pump breaking as well without the power because of all the water and the flooding and all that stuff. And was it gonna, I don't know. So we definitely got very lucky. Also, we already have a customer. Hi, Enemy, that's a new cam. Well, it's our outside cam, and you're probably not used to it because we took it away for TikTok, but I'm not streaming on TikTok today. You guys get my undivided attention today. Not that I even really talk to anybody on TikTok. Meatball sub, let's go! I'm gonna make 2, that way you can have one because you said you're hungry. Perfect. All right, so he ordered a meatball sub. And it's his first time here, so Krem's out there giving him the spiel. But yeah, usually we had an outside cam, but I took it away for the TikTok. And now today it's back. She back. Another good way, and I mean, to get to the outside cam is to tune into Krem. Which is, do you have, I don't have the multi up, do I?
the multi is not.
Okay, let me hit that.
Lots of meat today.
Hey, but we did get a $25 donation. Let's go. Noob coming in with the $25 donation. There was a message. I missed it. Let's refresh. That's a no chemo party. Generator of electricity, generator of smiles. Hashtag for the kids. Let's go, Noob. That was an epic donation message. Thank you, bud. And thank you for all that you do for the community and me personally and our business. Thank you, man. 25. Now we get to have a no chemo party. And we're already over 4,000 on the month. Sunday gravy? Okay. And we're already over 4,000 on the month. You guys are doing great. We're almost at 500,000 total for the St. Jude Play Live altogether with all the streamers and all the communities. That $25 is very, very helpful. All right, cool. No more chemo. Yeah, we get to have a party. That's exciting. And we got a customer. I didn't even think we'd get one. Hey, like I said, people see us. We're on a busy road. People see us. So if anything, you know, we get a little bit of advertising today for free until we get kicked out. That's still a chance. Don't forget. We did just like post up in a random parking lot. And it is possible that somebody could roll up and be like, y'all gotta go. But in a totally polite way, I will give them the finger on the way out. Politely. They will catch a finger. And it's not a good one. And I don't know how you guys are with the middle finger, but I've never been the dude to have the thumb out with it. You know what I'm saying? You know how there's people that can stick the thumb out with it? I'm a straight up, so you see the full thing. So you know I'm real mad. I don't want the, you know, a little thing to catch your eye and be like, maybe he's not too mad. No, I go full thing, full race, full sail. I don't play around when it comes to my middle finger. I'm not the thumb guy. Yeah, we might, yeah, because a lot of people still, yep, are just getting their power back. There's a lot of trees down still. You never know. Nobody wants to cook.
That's right. That's right.
You never know. But we should be good. We should be good to be here for a few hours at least. So, you gotta roll up your sleeves too when you flick someone off, so they really know. Look at this tan. Look at this tan, by the way, chat. I think I might cook like this the rest of the stream. Waving at a-holes has a far more profound effect. It does. You better run now, Steve says. Dude, can you guys see? How bright is it right now? Did my face get brighter? You waved at asshole. You waved at assholes last night? What do you mean? Did you get in an FU fight, dude? Did somebody get under your skin, Rockstar? Yeah. Adjust the white balance. It was pretty bad, dude. It was pretty bad. I seen the white, dude. It seemed like it got brighter in here. God dang it. That meatball doesn't want to go. That meatball knows what it's going to happen. It's going inside a creme delish. He don't want no part of it, dude. Also, I'm giving Creme that meatball because there's some weird black stuff on it now. I'm not giving that one to the customer. Creme can get the black shit. Dude, my arms were white, chat. I got some shitheads that came in the chat spouting stupid shit. Ah, one of those kind of nights. Yeah, we didn't get our power till about 11 or so last night. I took a selfie and posted it in Discord. It was really me. It was a black square. You guys couldn't see me. I turned the flash off on the camera. On automatic, like the flash would come on and you could see me, and I didn't think that was as funny. So I turned the flash off and then took the picture, and then it was more funny. The what command is out of stock? What happened? Oh, maybe Rockstar can get in there and unlock it. I think he did it the other day because the bot, the pat and all the stuff was lagging. So that box was like stuck on the screen. So he probably went in there and turned it off. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Rockstar. And then also Twisted. Chat, make sure you guys keep Twisted in your prayers. I didn't get to see if you answered, bud, but I'm so sorry. He spent the last few days in the hospital. So if you guys do send out good vibes and prayers, please send them towards Twisted. Rockstar, thank you for the 30 stream streak, bud. Good to see you, man. Sorry about your last night. I wish I could have been there to band with you. This is better than the CI. Twisted, dude. So sorry, brother. So yeah, he got a pacemaker. Horrible. Horrible, man. What's your take on stainless steel versus non-stick? In a restaurant, non-stick should not be a thing because it scrapes off, guaranteed, within the first like month from the dishwashers and all this stuff. I would say non-stick at home, I don't mind, especially that new Gordon Ramsay stuff, whatever that's called, the Hexclad. I sent them a message and they said they're not looking for sponsorships right now, but they might reach out. But I would say if I were going to get any type of new pan, that's what I would do. I would get the Gordon Ramsay Hexclad. That set looks awesome. For your house, you know, type of thing, I would say nonstick is cool. But for a restaurant, I don't agree. Danner says, what's a nonstick, chef? Nonstick pan? A nonstick pan, like that stuff scrapes off if you order those at restaurants. And like, where's that go? Like, I'm kind of worried, like maybe some of that gets in the food. I don't know. But at your house, you're not cooking that much. I think nonstick's the way to go. Also, nonstick that you can cook in on the stove and then put in directly into the oven. You know, so you can sear a salmon, make sure the handle doesn't have anything rubber on it, and then make sure it's able to shoot right in the oven. And that's another reason why I like the Gordon Ramsay stuff, because you can cook on top or you can put it in the oven as well. You had to go into followers only mode. Dang, it got like that, dude. Why do some people come in and do crazy stuff like that, man? It's you're a charity streamer, cross stitching or playing some game. What the hell is wrong with people, dude? I'm sorry, man. And yeah, Twisted too. What's your progress, bud? Like, do they have to have that on you for a little bit of time and then it can come off, or you got that the rest of your life, bro? Also, Creme talked the customer into getting the meatball sub with the Sunday gravy. Let me show you guys. Look how nice and chunky this stuff looks today. This is going to be a good meatball sub. Sunday gravy. Hey, what up, Leo? How you doing? And Creme just reminded me, we ordered our new cooler. That little cooler right there, we're going to be taking out and replacing, and the new one will be here on Tuesday this week. So that's a blessing too. You know, we're still doing well enough that if we need new stuff, we can get it and afford it. So I'm excited to get the new cooler on Tuesday. That belongs to my mouth. Did you see how good that Sunday gravy looked today? It looks so good. That's going to be a good meatball sub. Also, for this guy's first meal here, he's getting hooked up.
So even though the power is...
It only really seems to happen when I'm St. Jude. Some people get salty bitches. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, dude. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, so and I mean, I hope that answered your question. Hope that answered your question about the nonstick. I like them, and if I were to get one, that's the one I would get. Is the Hexclad. Hey, what up, Fern? I heard the deep fried monkey fins hours ago. Where are they? Hey, man, they're on the way. Coming right up. Monkey fins, where they at? How long? Leo, how are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. How's people's good, Fern? It's been a rough week for us. We lost power. I don't even remember what day. 3 days ago, 2 days ago. We didn't have power for 2 days, so we had to cancel Thursday's job, Friday's job. We had no water, no power, but we were running the generators to keep the coolers going on the trailer for 2 days. So we didn't lose any food, but we lost business. And I personally smelled pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I personally smelled pretty bad. But it came on last night around 11 o'clock. So today we were able to come out and try to serve food, and that's a whole nother crazy story. Fun times, yes. Hey, what up, Grumpy? Good to see you, bud. So yeah, we were supposed to be at Cigars International today, and they double booked. They double booked today by accident, and we got there today, and there was already a food truck there. So we decided to come to this random parking lot by our house that we pass every day. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. We decided to come to some random parking lot that we pass every day. Since everything was already hot and we were out, and so far we've this would be our second customer, and we just opened. So we're planning on staying here for a few hours a day and just see what happens. If anything, it's good advertisement because we're on a busy road. So yeah, the job, we finally could go on a job after 3 days basically, and we get to the job and it's double booked. And that place isn't busy anyway, so it wouldn't have been fair to us or them if we would have stayed there. Also, they said they got there today at 1, and we showed up there at 3 today, 3:30 or something. And they said they've only done 5 tickets, so it's been really slow there today anyway, so maybe we dodged a bullet. You never know. That looks like it belongs to my belly. It did. I wish I could give it to every one of you. You guys all deserve it. You guys all deserve it, but I can't. The only thing I can do, oh, Faceplant sent me a Discord message today. He is marinating some pork with my Italian sausage recipe that he got from the website. So technically, you guys could go to the website and make the marinara or the Sunday gravy or the meatballs and make your own meatball sub with Sunday gravy. It can happen.
A spicy. It's a spicy.
Spicy arrabbiata? Yeah. So basically, it's I took some sopressata, sliced it thin, julienned it. I'll start out with that in a pan and it'll render down and it get all crispy. And the sopressata is a little bit spicy. And then I'm gonna hit it with I made like a pepper and onion mixture with serranos, mild banana peppers, jalapenos, poblanos, onion. Throw that in the pan, cherry tomatoes, a little bit of roasted garlic puree, and then the marinara with some crushed red pepper, and it'd be like a nice spicy rendered down meat sauce essentially. And then you can choose the pasta that goes in it, and then it comes with a side of garlic bread. And we have a bunch of different pasta to choose from today. And I'll show you the cavatelli if, you know, you don't have to get it, but we got cavatelli today, which is roasted garlic. We made this. And we also have a potato carrot gnocchi if you like gnocchis, which are like a pillowy pocket pasta. And then we also have penne and spaghetti as well, but it's whatever. Honestly, this would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be nice and it'll have a good bite to it. You'll like it. Roasted garlic. It'll be spicy. Cool. Appreciate you, bud. Cool. So we sold some fresh pasta. We sold a pasta special. Let's go. New customer. Let me show you guys. Let me turn the camera. Ah, somebody got pulled over. But it's a busy road, so every car that drives by is going to see us. And they're building a new Spanish restaurant right there. What's that restaurant going to be? Do you know? Mexican. I'm down because my favorite part about that, chips and salsa as soon as you get there. Margaritas. That would be nice, dude. That would be nice. Cool. So we sold a special. And he got the cavatelli. So it'll probably be about 5 minutes or so. I'm going to hook him up on garlic bread. I'm going to give him a double piece. All right. Tiki.
Steelord!
I'll give you a double piece. Don't double piece me. You can't double piece a triple piece. Everyone knows the rules, Leo. You can't double piece a triple piece, brother. Hydro, how you doing, bud? Welcome in, man. You caught me at perfect time for the garlic bread stank face. Perfect timing. All right, so chat for the special. Hot and spicy sopressata. First, you got to try it. Here, Crumb. See if it's spicy. Not bad, right? Yeah, it's good. Little spice, but nothing crazy. I'm probably going to run this special next week, too, since this was our only day and we have all this special. I thought it was one bite. One bite. Everyone knows the rules, dude. So here's the spicy Arabida peppers that I mixed up with onion. And this is what's going to kind of give it its, like, spiciness. Also, I am using the crushed red pepper from Flatiron. Because this has the ghost, the arbol, the habanero. And it only needs a little splash. All right, so then we can cook down the garlic, the roasted garlic puree. And then it also gets cherry tomatoes, which this cooler is full of a lot of prep because that cooler over there is not working. We have a lot of ice packs in it to keep the top cold, but I didn't put anything underneath, so all my stuff is in this one cooler today. And I have so many quart containers under there. All right, so this is what we're working with. We got the hot and spicy sopressata, the Arabia pepper stuff, roasted garlic, and cherry tomatoes. Hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper, that two-step. Stir the cavatelli. And then basically once this gets heated up, I'm just going to finish it with marinara. And that's it. That's the special. It's pretty simple. And what's cool is this little sopressata is going to kind of render down like bacon and kind of get like crispy. And that's kind of what I want, you know. It's going to flavor the pan. Hey, hi Dixie. Hamhawk, thank you for the 3-stream streak as well. The smell was nothing new, Fern says. So yeah, we're just trying to make the best of it. Dixie, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Do you want to build a snowman? Yes, but not anytime soon. But yes, I would love to build a snowman. Tell me where and how. Also, I'm from Ohio. I'm a snowman expert. I've done it a time or two. I have the zoomies. Oh! Now this tells me more about you. Some bucatini would be fire, Steve says. Hell yeah, Steve. Anything with bucatini would be fire. I'm so glad you love it. By far the best pasta there is. And Steve, we are going to get a pasta extruder at some point. And when we do, bucatini is going to be the very first. Leo says, yellow snow. Wait, what? I think I've probably eaten yellow snow before. Can't remember, but I'm sure I have. Yeah, but you know, it's been a week, dude, between having no water, no power. Oh, also on our way out the door, we have no hot water in the house all of a sudden. So now something's wrong with our hot water tank. Also, Krem's brother's coming over on Monday because our sink leaks a lot underneath. We got to rerun the lines. Our grease trap thing out there is messed up. We got to replace the lines outside for our grease trap. Now the hot water tank as we were leaving, you know, the no power. It's been a crazy fucking week of like just like all this shit. And then we finally get to the job today. You know, we get power late last night. We finally get to the job today to just like hang out with you guys and just have a good fucking day, right? Raise some money for kids. And there was another truck there, you know, and it was like, I can't believe how much shit can happen back to back to back. And the cool thing is, Krem went inside, talked to him, like he understands, like they messed up, dude. Everybody messes up, we get it. But what was cool was Krem and I, you know, thinking of like all these other plans that we could do. You know, I had him call the place we were supposed to be at yesterday, but we had to cancel. And they said you know, we couldn't go there today, unfortunately, but thanks for calling. I had them try to call that place Engine and I went to, but they didn't answer their phone. That really busy place, I had them call them. They didn't answer their phone because it's a Saturday, so they're probably not working. And, you know, and then we were like, well, screw it. Let's go try that parking lot. Instead of getting like, you know, frustrated or, you know, all kinds of shit has just been piling on this week. And then there's all kinds of other stuff going on as well. It's like, what are you going to do? And I like that we both like thought of the same thing. Like, well, let's just fucking try to make the best out of today. And whatever happens, happens, right? There's always next week. So it's kind of cool that, you know, that happened today and we're on the same page. Like, dude, shit sucks and shit's gonna happen. And it's been crazy this week and we lost a lot of money this week, not being able to work and everything's breaking. We got our new coolers coming in on Tuesday. But, you know, what are you gonna do? You gonna quit or you gonna power through, you know? And that's kind of what happened today. And it was like, dude, we're just happy to be here. And what's crazy is now we've sold 2 tickets. And like I said, you know, where we're at is such a busy street. At least it's advertising. You know, fuck, our truck's here. Hey, and we haven't even watched the first No Chemo Party yet. Now we get to watch another one. Actually, the same one. But I got to really play the damn video at some point. Grumpy coming in with the 23.69, bringing us up to 4,169.69, a nice even number. What up, says? If you guys have the 69 emote, go ahead and throw that in chat. Thank you, Grumpy, for that. Thank you, Noob, as well. That's 2 donations today, almost $50 already. Let's see if there was a message on that. I'm gonna play the video. Let me put this pasta out real quick. There was no message. But Grumpy, I love you, brother, man. Thank you for everything you do, Noob. Everybody that has been a huge part of this $4,000 this month. Thank you for being a part of something greater than ourselves. Facts. And Twisted, I love you, man. Sorry about all the bullshit. And I'm going to be sending as many good vibes as I can. Also, if I have to, dude, I'll send you some balls. I'll bite the bullet, figure it out. Figure out how we can do it. Maybe some balls might make you feel a little bit better. Whatever I got to do, you let me know. They're going to be expensive balls, though, I'll tell you that. But if it puts a smile on your face, I'm happy to bag you. All right, man, I love you, dude. Don't give up, dude. Says I got the best balls. No, Matt. Dude, I got to catch up on commands now, too, since we got our power back on. And get the commands in. All right, so the pasta's pretty close. Let's see. Let me cut it open. All right. So a little bit longer. Yeah, you're never going to be able to see it. How many minutes was that? You guys remember? Probably 8 minutes. 8, 9 minutes. That's a good time. It sucks that it takes that long, but at least we know now how long we gotta wait. Hi, Dixie. Okay, so here it is. I'm plating it right now. Also, I want to taste how spicy the sauce is. Oh, fucking hell, that's good. Yo, that is good. It's got the perfect amount of heat. It's like back of your throat, make you almost want to cough, but not. And you got all the nice little homemade cavatellis that are like perfectly al dente. The sopressata cooked down with all the peppers, the tomatoes. This is good. This is a good special. We just threw this thing together this week, too. I wish we could have been open so more people could try it. But I think I'm going to run it again next week, too. Since we have all the stuff for it. I might go get some more stuff for it, like more peppers and tomatoes, just in case. Hi, Brock. And then it's going to get Parmesan cheese, some fresh herbs. There you go. Garlic bread. Hi, Brock. How are you today? Happy Saturday, bud. We haven't even watched the first video yet, chat. Yo, Danner coming in. Yeah, that was the last of the old one. 2 times the size. That's a double piece. Danner, Krem was like, that's a garlic bread. Danner coming in with a donation as well. Danner, definitely continuing to pray for you, brother. Keep your head up. Huh? Oh, yeah, here you go. My bad. Also, chat, keep Danner in your prayers as well. I love you, dude. The message says, your stream really brightens my day. $10.31. I'm telling you, man. This community has made me such a better person. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. And no matter what trials and tribulations we go through as a business or together as a community or you in your own lives, you got to keep going, you know? And that's like one thing, the older you get, I think the more I realize is, you know, how never give up, I guess you could say, you know, and this community lets me live that every day. No matter how rough it is, you continue to make me want to keep hitting the button because you guys make me better and you brighten my day, you know? So if I can give any of that off during a stream, randomly what we're doing in some weird parking lot in the middle of Texas, then that's a job well done. So thank you guys, man. And thank you for the kind message. Thank you for the donation. 4,180 even. Took away the 69.69, but it's okay. It's for the kids. And thank you, Dan, as well, for not giving up. I know you're going through some crazy times right now as well, personally. You have been sharing them in our Discord, so thank you for doing that as well. And letting the community in, dude. Sometimes you can't go through shit alone, and anybody is welcome to reach out to anybody in our Discord, you know, if you're struggling. So just don't struggle alone. I'd like to talk to you about your cone's extended warranty. We haven't sold a cone yet. We need you here so we can sell a Dixie cone. Okay, so we got to play a quick video because I'm now 3 behind. Hi, Kenny. Good to see you, bud. Kenny, did you guys cook this weekend? I missed all that because we had no power. Also, I sent you a selfie. Did you guys cook this weekend, dude? Let's start our no chemo party video for the back-to-back 25s, essentially. And after that, we'll catch up. By the way, that special was that little bit of sauce I tried was so good. That guy's gonna love it. He's gonna love it. And I didn't get any of like the soppressata and the stuff. Like I'm kind of jelly. A little jelly. The back door just blew open. Oh yeah, let's put that up. Thank you guys. Before I start the video, let's put that up. Let me take away this. No. You're not getting sleepy, chat. Yeah. What's that? You've missed me. Oh, the sub. Apparently he likes the meatball sub, chat. It's been a while since he's had one. I can thank for the hydrate. We ordered out for. Oh yeah, what happened to that new pizza place too the other day? We were out for Chinese, picked up some Italian. Oh, you had lemon ice? Yeah, I seen you sent me the message. If I wanted Chinese food, I could stop by. I appreciate that. He was tearing it up. Too late. Appreciate you, Sai. Thank you for all that you do for our community and our team. Okay, let's start this damn video. Grumpy, Danner, Noob, 3 legends, 3 amazing humans, 3 heroes. We'll be right back. Thank you guys for all that you do. No, the wind just blew it open. I was going to close it. No chemo party. Let's go.
Chemotherapy treatment can take months, even years to complete. To a child, 2 years can feel like forever. So when patients at St. Jude finish chemotherapy, we celebrate with a no more chemo party.
Thank you guys.
1, 2, 3. Our patients have the cutest SMILEs. Our patients have the sweetest HEARTs. Oh, we love to see you every day. But now's the time you get to say, pack up your bags, get out the door. You don't get chemo anymore.
Heck yeah! You don't get chemo anymore? Let's go. Oh, what did so those guys have never been here before? Thank you, chat.
He wanted to know when we come out, you know, how often are we out? I, of course, gave him a menu.
Yeah, so they can always find our location.
Yeah.
Yo, Texas Dad coming in with the 11 months. Huh?
Which would have failed today.
Yeah. Texas Dad coming in with the 11 long, hard months of support and kindness. Texas Dad, thank you for the 11 months. Enjoy all the wieners, the world, and the twerking. Spam alert to try. Thank you for the disclaimer. That one always gets me the longest and the hardest. Thank you. Good to see you, Michael. Chat, let the rigs commence. Michael, the winner of the last 7 giveaways.
Grow that, like, full neck beard. I don't know how they do it.
Good evening, bud.
I don't know how they do it.
The pizza was high and stuff. Yay! Let's go. Good. I'm glad, man, because you tried that new pizza spot before, that New York style you said wasn't bad. There you go. Yeah, Mike, here comes the winner, chat. Hey, if we do get to 4,500, we were going to be doing a wristband giveaway.
I don't want the water frozen.
Oh, yeah, there's water in there. Oh, let's try. I want to try the new ice cream anyway.
Oh, yeah.
See what it tastes like with the new cream. We got some new heavy cream for the creme de lish. Let's try the ice cream.
And we don't have to be in a rush to get this food mixed.
That's good, Kenny. Yeah, we just got to figure out where we're going to put it.
Oh, actually, you know what? You're not going to get to taste the new stuff.
Oh, this doesn't have it in it?
It's down here in this batch.
Oh.
That's why I was saying we might as well just pop open just eat it.
Okay. I'll put it in my mouth.
Yeah, we just need to pop open one of the new bags and test it several ways. had to get new cream because my original, yeah, it is itchy. Just thinking about it makes me itch. Isn't that good?
That's great.
Yeah, just thinking about it makes me itch. It's great.
It's so good. You guys should try it. The flavor's really good, but that's not the new stuff. It's at the bottom of this. I can't get to it. This is the new batch. This is the older creme de that we had, and then we started making a new kind with a new heavy cream solid. And I wanted to see if there was any difference. That was very cold. That was way too big of a piece to put in my mouth at one time. Let me try this older stuff. Let me try this older stuff in this other container. See if it's the same. Consistency. Let's check consistency. Thank you, Texas Dad, for the 11 months, bud.
Katniss! Howdy, ma'am. Howdy, ma'am. I gotta get that Texas. I'm not used to that Texas twang. I've lived for most of my life. I still don't have that Texas twang.
It's the same great flavor. 1050. No Rockstar. No Michael. No Lumen.
Can we get a shout out for Katniss, please?
That was science we needed to do.
You are international.
That was so cold. Dude, my teeth are so messed up. Something that cold, like really, it really hurts, dude.
International hottie.
But it's worth the pain.
International hottie.
Reminds me of my grandma's 3-layer jello. Why did you make that face? Was it because it was too cold, or was there like a lot of lemon or something? Hey, the flavor of the ice cream is good. My face might not express that, but it was very cold and it hurt. It was painful. It tasted just like soap. Oh, that's not good. So that's why you made that face. I made that face because it was really cold. I didn't want it to touch my teeth. All right, Lumen, I'll insert. Yeah, it was pretty cold. Hi, Minja. It's very good to see you. It's good to see all of you guys. Man, the last couple days has been, you know, like I said.
Did I forget to push buttons? Because someone hasn't put the multi-stream on the outside monitor yet.
Everything happens for a reason. And it has been not a great month for business. But not having power and water for 2 days in a way like makes you really appreciate the little things. And sometimes it's not bad to get a wake-up call like that, you know? And it made me appreciate no matter how much stuff is like, you know, breaking or things that we need right now, and just other personal shit that Krem's going through and all these things, right? Like, we're still pretty damn lucky that we get to hit this button and we get to hang out together. And you guys have already raised, you know, over $50 today for kids with cancer. And we've had 2 tickets in a parking lot that we've never been before, and that's 2 better than we were going to get. So, you know, having those little things like that happen sometimes puts a lot of things in perspective, you know, and like how lucky we are that we get to wake up every day and be together, no matter what else is going on, you know? Hi, Hungry. How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm actually pretty hungry now, too. That ice cream made me hungry. What is Luke Skywalker's favorite instrument? The ukulele. Let's go. I did get to hang out with Michelle yesterday. I saw Michelle today.
Yes.
Because where did I go? I had to randomly go somewhere today and get something, maybe gas or something like that, or forget what I had to do, but I was by there and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna stop in and just see her. I went in, it was a little after noon today, maybe 12:15 I got there. There was a line out the door. And she fell and twisted her knee yesterday after we hung out, apparently, at her house. So she was like limping around on the line. Still there, getting her ass kicked, limping on the line, which says a lot about her. And as soon as I walked in, she gave me the same big ass smile, like nothing's even, you know. She'd been getting her, you could tell she's sweated, it's hot, she's been busy the whole day, a line out the door. We don't have time to talk, but she still gave me that same smile. And then I realized she was limping. You know, what a tough girl. What a tough girl to get her butt up, to go to work, hurt, get your ass kicked, and still have that smile, you know? Hi, Swan, how are you? And then yesterday, we went and got Chinese food. I had to get out of the house, dude. It was like 1 o'clock or something. Hi, David. Good to see you. And at that point, like, Krem and I have been at the house the whole time, or at the gas station. I only had to go to the gas station once, actually, in 2 days. We filled up all three gas cans, and I only had to go one time. So the generators were lasting about 4 hours. The one that was running the house refrigerator was lasting like 6 hours. But the other generator that was running the garage and the truck was lasting about 4 hours. So, like, we couldn't leave far from the house those 2 days. We didn't have the power. Everything was flooded. We had no water, right? But we had to keep feeding the generators. And it was nice yesterday. I messaged Michelle and said, hey, you know, what are you doing? You want to go grab something to eat so I can get the fuck out of the house? And it was really cool. We went and got some Chinese food yesterday. She mentioned Chinese food in the message. So then I sent her a message of like a place. It was a hibachi place called Saka something. Saka Wambawa. And it was like a hibachi style place, but we didn't go sit at where they do all the things. We like sat at a table. But holy crap, was it great, dude. It was so good yesterday. We got 2 different sushi rolls, and they were like under $7, which was nice. And they were really good sushi rolls. As soon as we sat down, they gave us the salad and the egg rock soup that comes with the hibachi stuff, but we weren't sitting at a hibachi table, so they still brought us the salad and the soup, which was great. We got the sushi rolls. I got a bottle of apple sake. So Michelle and I were sitting there getting crunk, because we're both lightweights, and eating sushi. And then she got orange chicken because she wanted Panda. And I told her I'm not going to Panda. So she got the orange chicken, fucking awesome fried rice, great orange chicken. I got beef and broccoli, amazing. And it was like exactly what I needed yesterday. We drove around for a little bit, blasting Spanish music, and I was singing at the top of my lungs, butchering every word. We were dancing, vibing, having a good time. We ate food. I dropped her off and then went and sat in the dark by myself. But yesterday was a good day. I got to get out, and we had some awesome food, and we're definitely going back to that place. The sushi rolls are pretty cheap, and the sake was pretty damn good. It was like chilled apple flavored sake. It was pretty cool. So hi Clima, how are you doing? And it was just nice to, you know, what I like about Michelle is it's now I have somebody that I can call and have a good time with, you know. And that's what's cool. I feel a lot better now, less alone, you know. I feel less alone. Definitely recommend, Swan says. Nice. Spicy chicken burger and fries. Strawberry. Oh, yeah. Wendy's strawberry lemonade. Fire. It'll pucker you up, though, but it's fire. And I'm glad. Oh, also, Swan, I seen that burger or something you posted in Discord the other day, too, with the spicy peppers on it, or mild peppers, whatever. That looked really good, too. I could really go for a spice. I'm getting hungry now. Climate's good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Ruth says, so a little while ago, I mentioned this channel to Astro Canuck. At the time, I had no idea. He did charity. His dad passed due to bladder cancer. No shit. is Bladder Cancer Awareness Month. Apparently, it is bladder cancer. Anyway, you never know what battles people are living through. Yeah, dude, and that's what I was trying to talk about this the other day on stream too, Aru. One thing I'm working on this year, and you guys are very helpful, is myself, right? Finding Michelle has been a blessing. Even though we're never going to be together, like in a relationship, it's just nice to have like a cool friend. And I'm fine with that. And, but I was talking about this the other day. Dude, Krem's going through some crazy shit right now in his personal life with taxes and the house and all this shit. And we have a lot of shit, like how can we get catering jobs? We're both like frustrated over that. He feels like he's fucking failed and let me down. And there's all kinds of shit going on in our life, right? And the whole power thing. And then when we were leaving, the hot water tank now is broken. We got to figure this thing out. And then Krem's brother's coming over Monday and gonna fix a lot of shit that's broken that we need. But I'm really trying to work on like just not talking, not when I hit live, like I want to be as positive as I can be because it is all about charity here and you guys, and I want to give you guys like what you deserve in a way. It's not fair for you guys, right? For me to be all bitchy and depressed and weird when I go live, and it's not cool to be like that anyway. Like no matter, and like I was just saying earlier, no matter what happens in our life and all this shit, not having that power in the water really made me appreciate like it doesn't matter that all that happens. God is good, and this community is the best thing to ever happen to me, and you guys will always take all that bullshit that we got going on behind us away and give us an excuse to just cheer up and like fucking get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like man up, dude. And I'm very thankful for that. And no matter what, I've been here 2 years and we're still going, and we're always going to be taken care of if it's not with your help, but the Lord's help or whatever it is. There's so many people that are involved and to keep this going and running and working, and very grateful. But I think no matter what gets thrown at us, it's not going to break us, and we're still going to continue to keep doing what we do, and we're going to do it together, And but like you said, Aru, too, you never know what people are going through. And that streamer, his dad was dying of cancer, and he was still there for the stream and there for the community and being himself. And you would have never known, like you said, in a way, So that's kind of what I'm trying to work on this year, is to just try to be the best version of me that I can. And I know I got a lot to work on, especially when I'm cooking and I'm in the middle of battle and I'm busy. And I know I talk a lot of shit, and I'm trying to work on that too. But like, you still got to be thankful no matter what we got when we wake up, that we still can wake up, Well, thank you, official. I don't know who that is, but I hope it's a good thing. And it's nice to meet you. Looks like you sent the rain to me. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. And I feel so bad for all the people that had tornadoes and floods around here. We got so lucky, man. Our house is sitting up on some land, like the neighbor next door. I posted pictures in my Discord. The whole road had water flowing over it. The ditches, their yards were covered. Water coming up in people's houses. We were very lucky these last 2 days. We were very lucky, though. And I am sorry, Matt. But I was also talking about burgers. Is that common there? Yeah, well, hurricanes are, yeah. And here's another thing that sucked, Matt. So when about a month ago, when we put in the new sump pump for the new sinks and dug that hole in the yard and did all that stuff to put the sinks in the warehouse, we had to disconnect some type of power line from in the house to run those because we're like maxed out or something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, here in Texas, Matt, hurricanes and shit like this happens, and power grid issues, everybody knows, happens all the time here in Texas. So every house here
wouldn't have a 5.0
has big generators that can run their house when we lose power. Because when we lose power here, it's never usually for an hour or two. It's for like day or two or three. Last year we lost power for 3 days. But unfortunately, a month ago or 2 months ago when we got the sink, we had to unplug the thing that runs the generator for the whole house. So that's why we had no, that's why the last 2 days without power, it was kind of rough in the house this time because we couldn't hook up our normal generator to run the house. So now we got to figure out how we're going to fix that too, on top of the list of everything else we got to fix. But we are blessed enough that the 2 generators we have for the truck, we're able to run the refrigerator in the house and the trailers in the warehouse during the outage. And it is normal here in Texas, but it's normal for people to have generators to run their houses. But we had to disconnect ours, and that's why it was a whole nother issue on top of other issues. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now we got to call the electric company out and try to run a new line. And the problem is the money part, you know, and Krem's going through a lot of personal shit right now anyway with taxes and money stuff. So, hi Mahler, how you doing, bud? You get all seasons in a day. Yeah, in South Carolina. That's kind of how Ohio was too. All right, Rockstar. It's good to see you, Rotten. Welcome in. Hey, Rotten, we had to change the plans today. If you guys are just catching up or just getting here, we're supposed to be at Cigars International. We show up today. They had a food truck there. They double booked by accident. And we get it, you know, we messed up and went to the wrong places, so how mad can we be, you know? But for fairness of that food truck and us, we left and let them stay. They got there at 1 anyway. So now we are at, so now we're at that CVS parking lot on Rayford. We've been meaning, we drive by here a lot, and we've been meaning to try this place out. And we've already had a couple customers, so that's cool. That's 2 that we didn't think we were going to do today. And the fact that, you know, the power came on last night and we're out today and we didn't have to throw away any food. And, you know, so we're happy to be here today, even though it is what it is. But it's good for advertising because all the cars driving by and stop at this light and whatnot, they can all see our truck. You know? And then Krem might try to get us a job on Wednesday this week, pick up an extra day this week maybe, but it's hard to book like the week of. But he's going to see what he can do tomorrow, and maybe we'll pick up a Wednesday job this week and make up for a little bit, you know? So yeah, today we're here. I think, you know, this place could be good, but you'd have to be consistent, and we'd have to do a lot of posting on the website and stuff and be like, hey, this is where we're going to be. But I do like how busy the street is. I like how big the parking lot is. I like how close to home it is. Like, I wouldn't mind coming here a couple times and to get people to know that we'll be here maybe until we get kicked out. Or this would be a good place to come on a Sunday since we don't have Sunday jobs. Maybe. Yeah.
Well, that's probably not good.
What?
Anytime you got a wire.
Oh, yeah. I need to hook up a bungee cord to hold this door closed. Hold on. The wind keeps blowing the door open. But I say we keep trying to ride this place out till they kick us out. And if anything, we'll just keep getting some advertisement. There we go. Now we got our bungee cord. The damn wind keeps blowing everything open. Yeah. I'm gonna fire a piece of garlic bread. I don't know what I want to eat today though. I'm gonna save the stuff for the special for this next week. Or I would eat a special because that special we sold today was amazing. It tasted so good. Hi, Wind. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Only Rui busts down the doors. Hey, what up, Engine? Good to see you. Hi, Morty. Love you. It's good to have you here. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, I already sent him
It's crazy how poorly grid companies treat their customers in the U.S. The power company I work for in the U.K. has 12-hour return service to agreement, or we have the... Oh, no kidding? Yeah, not here in the U.S., bud.
Not just that.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
no matter what,
20 questions.
even though we were the last, basically, neighborhood in Houston to get their power, can't be mad at them because there were so many people flooded and tornadoes and power down.
Yes or no? First and next.
Those dudes were working so hard. We just tried to help them out as much as we could when they were walking around with their flashlights at night and stuff. And
I'm glad you had a good date night. That's amazing. I'm glad to hear
that's all you can do. You know, you guys work your butt off in those times when people need them. You know.
the face and from the
Yeah.
Start asking any questions you want.
Keep that barbecue truck away. Yeah, if we keep showing up here, maybe he won't stop. Does he, Engine, was that on a Sunday he's here? Maybe that barbecue truck's here on Sundays, Krem, not Saturdays.
Yeah, it's okay. Next, I mean, look, when you take some,
I can't remember what day he's here.
any experience in the kitchen,
Hi, Ruger's wife. Sorry I missed you. Good to see you. I was starting to wonder what happening. Need to do, oh, yeah, Ruger's wife. Well, you know, you live in the Midwest-ish. A lot of tornadoes, flooding, and all that stuff, so we were down for a few days. We had to cancel service. We had no water, no electric. We had to just basically sit at home and feed the generators so we didn't lose all of our food. Unfortunately, but the house is fine. You know, a lot of the neighbors are not fine, but we're fine.
this person that told me to fuck off.
May the 4th we be with you. Heck yeah, Win. I forgot about that. Star Wars fans out there.
Michael Simon. And that is
Maybe you should try Arlington. It's too far, Morty. That's like a 3.5-hour drive. Plus, we don't have a license for there. Yo, Win, today's your birthday? Hey! Happy birthday, Win. Cheers. Chat. Uno, dos, tres. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
extremer from Houston.
dear Win. Happy birthday to you. Let's go. That's good. Happy birthday on the May the 4th be with you day too. Are you a Star Wars fan? That would be even more epic. To share that birthday with that day every day. Cheers.
I'll also give you a free
What are you doing? What are you doing?
someone guess
Is somebody making you dinner or taking you out to dinner today? Also, another question. Did you get a cake? Because if you didn't, we have a dessert special that I can save for you in. Let's go! Happy birthday, Win. Here's your cake I made you. Personally, this is yours personally. It's got blueberries and cream cheese.
they're not a stranger at all.
Kenny, you should get some cake. You want cake too? Here, vanilla wafers count. Tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th. Leave it to a Star Wars fan to come up with that. You're a loner? Well, hey, Win, last year, I made my own birthday cake because I'm a loner. We made a chicken and waffles cake, so it was my dinner and a birthday cake all in one. And it's okay to be a loner, and we appreciate you, and happy birthday. Revenge of the 5th. You guys are nerds. Your cake was epic. I know. Why don't you try to make a birthday dinner and dessert cake? Hey, I made the smoked brisket cheesecake that was really good too. And we did the pulled pork apple pie with cheddar cheese ice cream that was pretty good. Those are kind of like dinner desserts.
And by the way,
And it says nerd is my name. Let's go. Wait, Dragon D's nuts. You got some cool sock prisons. That's good. Are they the ones that your toes go in? Are they birthday themed sock prisons?
She is not based in Texas.
Hi, Reflex. And yeah, Ruger's wife. It's good to see you. And yeah, just check Discord every once in a while. That's where I try to post as much as I can, you know, when things come up, things happen. Today was just a weird day in general. Like, it's never good to get to the job and see another food truck there. You're like, well, first thing Krem and I did was like, oh shit, did we go to the wrong place again? And then he was like, no, we're supposed to be here. But it is what it is. More than anything, we're just happy to be able to go live. We haven't went live in 3 days, you know? Always toe gloves? God dang it, Win. What is wrong with you? Can you sleep in those? Where every foot is imprisoned? How do you go to the bathroom? You might make, oh, lemon bars? Dude, lemon bars are underrated AF. They're so plain and so original, but so good, you know? I love lemon bars. Yo, what scrub win? 1 million channel points?
He guessed who I was trying to negotiate being the face of Creme de Lit.
Ah.
Yes, Valerie Bartonelli.
There's a new Star Wars Acolyte series coming on. I heard that.
Really bad timing.
It's probably going to be pretty popular. I've never been really too big into it,
So, I think that's really,
but I don't hate it.
try it. Yes, one day at a time.
And I definitely like Star Wars better than Star Trek. Not that I don't like Star Trek. Actually, this might be an unpopular opinion. I think Stargate SG-1 was better than any Star Trek. Pile. Pile on me now. Stargate SG-1 was better than any Star Trek. Them fighting words? I'm just talking shit. Spaceballs beats them all. Hell yeah. How come they never did a Spaceballs 2, you know? Like, I think that could have done very well. Even without Bartholomew. You know, I was just talking shit, chat. I was just talking shit. Look, I've probably watched one episode of Stargate. That's the only thing comparable that in my head that I could have brought up. Wasn't MacGyver in Stargate? And then I think MacGyver was in Stargate, right? Firefly was amazing though. What's Firefly? Oh, it is?
Of course, they canceled it like any other good show.
Oh, Trump said it was a good show, but then they canceled it like every other good show. Firefly. There's a Coolio for that. Table flip when I said that. Firefly was a space western. Ooh, that sounds cool. It was a good show. You seen it, Swan? My brat's wife's family works at the Ranger Stadium. I'm not sure, Morty. We'll have to chat about it. I appreciate that, though. I guess the biggest thing, Morty, is like, how do we get food there? Right there, yeah. How do we drive 4 hours with food when we have no coolers? We can't, like, drive with our coolers plugged in, if that makes sense. So in 4 hours, the coolers will be warm. So how do we bring food? And where do we store food? Did someone say Firefly? Yeah, I've never seen it. Apparently everybody says it's really good. But they canceled it. And Krem said like every other good show.
Oh, that was a show. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's been that good to where there's crowdfunding? Oh, hell no. Well, I'm sure I can find it on F Movies and stuff. I should probably watch it.
This is Hope. We're going to watch a video about Hope.
Brown Coat for Life. I'm assuming that's Firefly stuff. So you guys are saying I should definitely watch this. There's only one season. You could definitely sit through it. Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
You put the multi on.
Oh yeah, I clicked on it but never did the thing. I never put the multi up. I never dragged it over. There you go. All right, cool. Hey, yeah, everybody's saying, have you seen the movie Serenity? That is Firefly. I have not, no. I don't watch a lot of movies either, unfortunately. Everybody's saying I should watch Firefly. You sinner. Because I haven't seen it? What? The movie or the show? Hey. How am I supposed to know? I just work a lot. I wish you could come visit too, Rich. I wish we had anybody here right now to cook for. Looks harder? No, Sai. I don't watch a lot of movies. All right, let me make a note then. Serenity and Firefly must watch. And we can do that because now we have internet and electric. And power and water. Serenity, Firefly. And whatever face plan, I know what you're thinking right now. Don't even say it. It's going in the left pocket. And that doesn't mean it's gone forever. Don't even say it. And whatever, Matt, I was talking about burgers. And whatever, Twisted, I was talking about Twisted. You was stinky? I was, dude. 3 days. It was my feet more than anything because my shoes were soaked, dude, from all the flood. And they were on my feet all day. Well, and the lack of sleep. Krem and I were sleeping for like, I'd set my alarm for like 2.5 hours. So then it would take me 3 hours to get out there to get gas. The first night. And then the second night when we realized they last like 4 hours, we were doing every 4 hours. We were on shifts. The worst part was the house, though. It was like 85, 87 degrees, almost 90 degrees basically inside the house at night trying to sleep. And that, you know how that goes. It's like too hot to sleep, but you're tired, but you can't like fall asleep because you got to get up in a couple hours, put gas in a generator. Yeah, it's weird, Engine, how the one generator, but I think it got better because I cleaned out the air filter last week. It was definitely dirty. Rinsed it out, cleaned it out. There was a piece of plastic in there, like it sucked up somehow. And it's running a lot better. You gonna look for the Firefly combo? Thank you. Well, I'll definitely watch it this week. This week at night, I'll definitely watch it. We've seen too much of Krem's butt today. Ah, sorry. I got an idea. Let's put it up higher. Hey. I can't believe we had 2 customers today already. Pretty exciting. Boom. There we go. No more butt. No more butt cam. Good point, Danner. I think if the sun goes down a little bit, it'd be cool to have the lights on out here too, you know? Like the cars that see the lights, yeah. I think that'd be cool. Because it's a pretty busy intersection. Let me show you guys how many cars are going by right now. It's definitely a pretty busy intersection. See, that's what's cool is all those cars over there that stop at the light have to look at our truck. And then all these cars coming up, you know, we'll see the truck when they pass by. And then all these cars will see the truck. And it's accessible from this lane. So if you're on that side of the road, they can turn into here. And if you're on this side of the road, you can either turn into there or turn in down here. So you can get to it from both sides of the road pretty easy. A lot of places on this road, you might have to like drive down a little bit to then turn around and go back to where you got to go because of this middle thing. And then I think like once the light goes down a little bit more and people can see the red, white, and green lights, it might help, you know, get more people to maybe want to stop.
You didn't put gas in the generator, did you?
No.
Fill up the other gas can, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check.
The gas can's full, so if we need gas in the generators.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
He's going to check the gas. Okay. We need a sign flipper. Is that what you guys just said? That would be perfect if somebody was out there. That would be perfect. That shit works. I don't know what they pay those people, but that shit works. When they pull up to the light, have them put flyers under the wiper. We'll piss people off. It doesn't work like that. To make extended gas tanks. Yeah. Let me add that to my note. Thank you, Grumpy. I didn't even know. We'll do some research. We still got to get the generator that runs the house. We still got to get all that electric figured out, but put your dress on and get out there then. It's at the house, Matt. That's your dress. Somebody in chat. Ain't mine anymore. That's up for auction soon. Just north of San Antonio, an A&M kid. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever heard of them. I don't think I ever heard of them. Thank you, Grumpy, for the... He's a new guy? Ah, there he is. You haven't seen a sign flipper post-pandemic? No kidding. I've seen a few around here. I forget where. Oh, when I'm out by 1960. You know where all like the homeless people live, basically? That's where GFS is. And I got to drive up and down 1960 a lot. I've seen a few sign flippers on that road. What up, Joe? Good to see you. Welcome in. But that road, you know, there's a lot of homeless. How are you today, Joe? You try to stay off 1960? Yes, me too. It's just like so many, it's a stoplight every, you know, couple hundred feet. And it's like 3 or 5 miles long. And it's just like all homeless. Hey, Astros are not doing very well this year, Rich. I think the M's might sweep. You've had a busy day today? Us too. Not service-wise, though. Not service-wise. Yeah, we got our power back on last night around 11, so we had a lot of stuff to, like, clean up and sort. I had stuff everywhere from the coolers and then to get the truck ready. It was definitely a busy day today. And then now we're here. We were supposed to be at Cigars International today, and there was they double booked by accident, so we left. Also, the guy said it was very slow there anyway. He only had 5 tickets. So now we're in this parking lot by our house. Used to be a CVS, and it's right on a busy road. We've had a couple people pull in today, though. So we're trying. Since we already had all the stuff heated up and we were out, we figured we might as well see what happens. It's right by the house. Thank you. And yeah, that's better. So we're just hanging out here. Honestly, I wouldn't mind coming here more often, you know, to get people to know that we could be here, especially on days that, like, if we don't have a job booked, or we can come out, you know, to pick up an extra day, you know, randomly. I don't know if the barbecue guy here is, I think I've seen him here on Sundays. Like, I don't want to come here if he's here. That would just be weird. I've seen him twice. But I think it might be Sundays. And usually Saturdays we have an apartment anyway. But we can still, I'll still pay attention the next couple Sundays, and then we can try to pick up a Sunday here. Instead of breaking everything down Saturday night, we'll just leave it and then see if we can come here on a Sunday. Gain an extra day. It's easy. We might, you know, I don't know. More than anything, it's like a lot of people can see our truck. So it could be good advertisement just showing up here 3 or 4 times, you know? Because every car drives by has to see our truck. You hit every red light? Yeah, that's how 1960 is. Every red light. But the good thing about 1960 and the red lights that I've noticed is they don't last long. So even though you got to stop, I mean, just on the 3 or, I'd probably go about 4 or 5 miles on that stretch to get to GFS and then back to the highway. I probably have to stop 25 times at lights, but they don't last long at all. Like, I think they sped them up or something. So it's not as annoying. Everyone, yeah, a lot of people run them anyway. Yeah. It's just, if you don't have to drive down that road, you typically you don't want to anyway. Thank you, Lango, for the hydrate. Good to see you, bud. Cheers.
Whatever day you come out, it needs to be that day.
Yeah, I know. So that's why we'll see what he does.
Apartments haven't been that good on Saturdays.
They haven't, but I mean, usually they're better than this. But this is also our first time here. So that's why I was saying keep the apartments on Saturdays. Like, even if we came here on a Wednesday to pick up that extra day.
Right.
Nobody, I know he ain't here on a Wednesday.
That's for sure.
We could try that.
Yeah.
And maybe just make Wednesdays the day here. You know, for a little bit and try for a couple weeks. But let's see what, I'll stop by tomorrow. I'll drive by tomorrow and see if that guy's here.
Okay. Welcome in, Parkins. Parkins joins us on Twitch. Thank you.
Sundays would be better here than like a Wednesday. On a Wednesday? Yeah, yeah. Could have went very well to be out doing service during outage.
I gotta tell you, it's been one heck
Kind of, yes.
this week's been one heck
I
of a
agree. Possibly,
day.
but not everybody like lost power at all, or just for a little bit, or had floods.
The water, you don't need hot water.
But I think the biggest thing is we couldn't leave. I guess we could have, because then, well, no. Our issue was the one generator, the orange one, was running the house, cooler and refrigerator and stuff like that.
But we got hit by
A fan for his wife, chargers for her phone and shit. So if we would have went out to do a job, we would have had to take that generator, and then she would have been sitting there with nothing, you know? So that's one reason why we didn't go out those few days, because our generator is being used for the house and for, you know, for her, if that makes sense. But yeah, I see what you're saying. There are definitely a lot of people would have came to the truck for sure. It's just our unfortunate situation. Couldn't really leave her.
wow, it's almost 7 on there.
When I grew up in Dallas, I was told that they, on purpose, time the red lights as long as you go 25. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Somebody probably like thinks of that stuff when they program how long in between. Definitely makes sense, though.
You don't have to book this person to show up every day.
Nice.
We got, you know, 2 customers like right off the bat. So
Yeah, it's almost 7.
yeah, I know.
I say we should definitely hang out for another hour. I want it to get like a little darker.
Yeah, I just said.
I want to see like if anybody stops by because of the lights, you know?
Well, I don't know that it gets dark at 8.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. At least we got a couple tickets today.
See, but like I said, everybody's pretty much.
No water at all. Yeah, no, because we had a well. So that means the pump to run the well wouldn't work either. Krem was filling up buckets of water from the rain to put into the toilet so we could flush the toilet. We were using rainwater. And then I went to the store and bought a bunch of like gallons of water for the dogs, because the dogs go through a lot of water. We have 3 big dogs, you know, for us to brush our teeth and shit. Hi, Peter. How are you? May the 4th be with you. Hi, Lily. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. welcome in. We're just hanging out in a random parking lot today. We were supposed to be at Cigars International, but they double booked, so we left. Because there was already a truck there. He got there at 1. So we weren't going to be like, well, you got to go. So we left and just drove to a random parking lot by our house. Need a foot water stash too? Dude, my feet were wet enough because everything was flooded, right? The road, the ground. And I was outside most of the time. There's no point to sit inside the hothouse. So my feet were wet enough, bud. Were you able to cook din din? No. The gas stove worked. The gas stove worked in the house, but I didn't cook anything, no. Could have heated something up on the gas stove, but I didn't do it. I know one night, the one night I went and got Chinese food with Michelle. And then the night before that, I didn't eat anything. Krem and his wife, I think, had something. Oh, sandwiches. Krem was eating potato chip and deli meat sandwiches the first night.
Well, that's cool.
And then the second night. Also, why are potato chips on sandwiches so much better than just sandwich and potato chips separate? Is another question. But anyway, first night they were eating potato chip and deli meat sandwiches. And then I don't know what they did the second night. When I was with Michelle, I think they ate or something. I cook food. I don't eat food. Thank you. Thank you for having my back, Aru. Make sure Dixie knows. Lily, what are you doing in Virginia? Is it a work thing or don't tell me you left New York. Did you leave New York? I'd be so happy for you if you did. Your sister lives here? Oh, okay, okay. So it's a family thing.
Take care, Candace. Thank you so much for being here.
Maybe she tries to talk you into moving to Virginia. Because Virginia is way better than New York. But I know you're New York till you die. Lee's from Brownsville. Never ran, never will, chat. Hell no, she says. Man, it's so dangerous there, though, Lily. And expensive. You got buses running over people. Can't leave till court's done. Ah, very understandable. The salty crunch makes sandwiches yummy. It does. Now, also, Doritos on ham and cheese sandwich is where it's at. Kenny, I agree. Okay, so here, this is a whole nother thing then.
This coming month. This month is.
I love you, Lily. It's good to see you. Hey, also, Lee, there. Are you guys doing some cookies? Are you baking? What are you and your sister doing? You making baked goods? Asking for a friend.
I figured that I had one coming your way.
New York isn't that bad, except for the Yankees. Yo! You may bake? I don't know. No, you relax. No bacon. No bacon. Oh, Mara, I've seen that. I've actually done that with chicken fingers. Oh, and you know another one that I did, I think 2 years ago, Mara, when we first moved to Texas? Blue Takis. I crushed up blue Takis and put them on chicken thighs and deep fried them. And it turned it like a weird, like green color, aqua green. Also, it wasn't very spicy. You know how like the blue Takis are very spicy? It wasn't spicy. But anyway, my question is, like Kenny said, Doritos on ham and cheese sandwich, top tier. We need to almost make a list and just work our way through it. A community list. Maybe we'll make like some type of poll and put it up on the website to get more people to go to the website. I'll talk to Lumen about this. And then once a week, we'll try one for science. But think of how many amazing sandwich / potato chip combos you can have, right? Kenny says, for instance, Doritos and ham and cheese sandwich, top tier. What if jalapeno kettle chips are better. You never know until you try it. You know, like a Philly cheesesteak with chili cheese Fritos. Probably top tier. So I almost think we need to make like a big list on the website, like 25 sandwiches and potato chip combo. Like the ones, I forget what they're called, but they're like a purple bag, the sweet Maui onion kettle chips. I forget the name brand of them, Mrs. Vicks or something. The sweet Maui kettle chips on a smoked turkey and avocado and tomato sandwich or some shit. There's so many probably amazing combos out there. You like this idea? Me too. Because think of all the possibilities. And if it's something that we can do every week, and also like we can plan it for whichever one wins every week that we do. You guys can get the ingredients to do it too. And then like on Sundays when we're slow or Mondays when we're prepping, we can create the sandwich of the week, you know? Even if I got to order the chips on Amazon, I'm sure I can get any chips on Amazon within a few days. Because like in Ohio, my favorite barbecue chips ever, Belle will know about this, or people from Ohio, mostly Southern Ohio. It's called Grippos. Grippos is like a name brand of barbecue, and it's like Lay's style chips, so like thin, no skins, anything like that. But the barbecue seasoning covers the whole chip, and it's so good. So like Grippos with maybe like a pulled pork sandwich or something, you know, would be fire too. And it could be something that we can all do together maybe if you guys want. Chili cheese Fritos crushed up and mixed with mac and cheese. Oh yeah, like a chili mac, you know, that would be good. Sounds good. Yeah. Because I think you know, potato chips on a sandwich are top tier, and it doesn't have to be a cold deli meat sandwich. It could be a you know, whatever, a cheesesteak or a hot ham and cheese or Italian sub. The Udis or the Louisianas, yeah, those are also good too, and they have tons of flavors, tons of good flavors. Or a lot of the Voodoo ones. Is that the Louisiana ones? The Voodoo brand. I'm telling you, dude. Mara says, chicken dipped in butterscotch pudding is strangely not bad. I was on month. Chicken dipped in butterscotch pudding? Like instead of ranch or something? Or like butterscotch pudding and then breading it and frying it? I'm confused here. I would try it nonetheless. I'm not grossed out. But I would say, was it dunked in the pudding and then breaded and fried, or was it made and then you just dunk it in the pudding as a sauce? Oh, so as like a sauce? Oh yeah. Hands, I would try. For sure. And like, probably. Hey, one time vanilla ice cream fell on top of my steak.
And you didn't even hesitate, did you?
Steak with vanilla ice cream is so good. Like, it was a strip steak, and I sliced it and dragged it in the vanilla ice cream. The hot, cold contrast, and then the vanilla with the bloody... I was like, oh, shit, what happened? I'm going to start putting steak in all my ice cream.
That red creme brulee.
Alaska Chip Company makes bomb-ass barbecue and others. You grow the taters there. All right, so yeah, let me talk to Lumen about this. Let me actually write this note. Add it to the note. Chip Sando combo. Wombo. The Chip Sando combo wombo. This is my note pocket. There are many like it, but this note is mine. Vanilla ribeye swirl, anyone? Hey, yo, Aru, so after that happened, Not too long after that, I made a vanilla something, I forget now, compound butter. And I put it on a steak special. And nobody said one fucking word. When it was butter, people accepted it. Also the vanilla and whatever. I think I did like maybe black pepper or something and chives or who knows what I did. But because of the vanilla ice cream, I made a vanilla compound butter and then ran it on a special with a steak. The steak special sold out. Nobody complained. But if I would have like tried to sell the steak with the vanilla ice cream, people would have been like, nah, fuck that. Aki, thank you for the hydrate. Because it was good. It was good. Next time you're at the coffee shop, you like see if they can make you I've heard of that. What is that? Yeah, the Good City coffee shop? I heard of that. What up, Mauler? Sounds like something I would do, dipping for sure. Hell yeah, dude. Butterscotch and chicken, I'll try it. And then vanilla on steak, you better try it. I floated a piece of chocolate cake on a bowl of cereal. I was stoned. Well,
The video of Steve.
ain't nothing wrong with that. I put cosmic brownies, Little Debbie cosmic brownies, zebra cakes, fudge rounds, nutty bars. I've broken up all that and put in my cereal before, so I get it. I get it, dude. If I had chocolate cake, I'd have put it in my cereal too at the time. Scoop in vanilla ice cream with a shot of it. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll see if they have it. I bet that would be fire. The contrast of that too. Damn. Beer battered cod and chips on a bun with tartar sauce, touch of ketchup, hot sauce. Oh man, Kenny, you're speaking my language. No honey badger. No honey badger. Thank you for the 6-month gifted subscription. You are entering month 2, courtesy of Chopstick. Welcome back, honey badger. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. We just get a car?
So I said, come back and get food. And they turned around.
Oh. We might have a car. Honey Badger, thank you for the resub. Enjoy all the wieners and the wiggle spam. Lord, just rather get we have time. Thanks to Chopstick. It's bomb engine. It sounds fucking phenomenal. Also, Kenny, fish and chips with onion rings and hot sauce and shit on a bun sounds phenomenal. Oh, wrong camera. Let's go, Matt. We are at a place that we were not supposed to be today. We were supposed to be at a place called Cigars International, and they double booked. So we left because there was another food truck there, and it's not good to be next to another food truck. Because then you're not going to do very much business. But now we're at a place that we've been wanting to maybe see what happens. It's just some random parking lot by our house on a very busy road. So we're going to be hanging out here for about another hour or so. What did I just do? Oh, you just resubbed. So I told you enjoy all the wieners and the wiggle spam. Lower to try to careful. We do have a disclaimer. We have a disclaimer here. Here you go. You got to be careful where you spam the wieners and the wiggles and other channels. But here you are free to spam them as big and as much as you would like. Wieners? Yeah, we have a lot of wieners here. But we also have a disclaimer because people have been banned in other people's channels for spamming our wieners in their channel. Real talk. Actually, there's a wiener right there. Actually, I have a wiener microphone. Is this thing on? Is this thing still working? Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? We good? Everything good? Okay. Don't cry, man. It's just a wiener. I made the emo cry because that's all. Remember, all I do is wave meat around and cry. We just had a dirt bike pull up. Oh, they're selling it. Oh. It's not a customer. It's somebody selling a dirt bike. Ah. I was like, who is this? Will you show him the bike? It looks pretty cool. $2,000? Huh. Not bad, not bad. The plastic all looks good. Doesn't look like it's been wrecked. Hey, I like the 36. Wu-Tang did. 36 Chambers of Death. Lily knows what I'm talking about. Yo, goofball. Look at all that twerking. Goofball, good to see you, bud. Welcome in. Thank you for the crispy 16-month resub. That's a long time, bud. Thank you for the 16 months. Enjoy all the wieners and the wheels. Family, probably everybody else. Welcome back, man. That's a cool bike. It is, Perkins. It's a pretty nice bike. It's pretty decent. Yeah. Pretty decent bike. You just made some amazing Oklahoma-style burgers. Yeah! Did you get your onions very thin? See-through thin? That sounds good, man. If you guys don't know what Oklahoma-style burgers are, it's basically very thin-shaved onions on a griddle like this, and then you smash a burger patty on it. And then by the time you flip it and cheese it, the onions kind of like melt down and caramelize into the burger, and it's a lot, like this much onions. And you're like, whoa. But then by the time it cooks, because they're so thin, it's perfect. Hey, use the mandolin. There you go. That's proper thinness.
So we have 2 samples of ice cream?
2 samples of ice cream? Yeah. That is proper thinness right there. Yeah, Oklahoma burger is one of the most classic burgers in the history of smash burgers, essentially. The essential diner burger, in my opinion. And I'm guessing it originated in Oklahoma. That's why it's an Oklahoma burger, but there you go.
Is it sopressata?
Sopressata.
Sopressata.
Just say spicy salami. Arabita, which means spicy pepper. All right. Okay. Apparently my uncle had a birthday this week, and it had hot dogs and baked beans and coleslaw and cake and ice cream. That's the essential American birthday meal right there. That can't get any more American. Perkins, aren't you from Jersey? Are you from New Jersey? I think you are. Came out during the Great Depression. Oh, yeah, that's the story on it. Yeah. So when meat was scarce back in the Depression days, they would try to bulk it up with onion. And turns out to be the best burger ever. That's the story. Thank you, Goofball. I forgot about that. Aru said, my brother decided to get a mandolin. First use, he was in the ER within 3 minutes. Hey, we've all been there. Me too. I don't know if you can see this anymore. Not my first use, but one time. There's like this line. and this line, basically all the skin on these 3 fingers, you can see that line filleted off on a mandolin. It was rough, dude. Yeah, you can see the lines. It was a lot of, it was like flapping. There was so much skin flapped. And everyone's like, flip it back over, you know, stick it back on there and then tape it. It was rough, dude. Mandolins are brutal. They're brutal, dude. I told him years ago to avoid those things. Today's poverty food is tomorrow's gourmet. That's probably one of the coolest fucking things ever said. That's how it works. Question, after you grind the sausage meat, do you mix it smooth before stuffing? Yes. So what you're gonna wanna do, Faceplant, is after you grind it, put it in the mixer and try to beat it to where the fat smears and it sticks together. So that, and the only reason is, and you probably understand, but the only reason is, if you don't mix it after you grind it, when you bite into it, it'll be crumbly. You know? And you want your sausage to kind of snap and hold up, stay together. So that's the point of mixing it, is to smear the fat.
What's the other, not the gnocchi, but the other called?
Cavatelli. Yeah, here.
This is another fresh pasta you made?
It's really cool. It's like tiny little dumplings. And then the potato gnocchi, I can show you that. It's a lot bigger, and those are like bigger dumplings. And I make that out of, I make this out of baked potatoes. I put baked potatoes and carrots in there. These are cool because they're like a little pillow pocket of like cloud fluff. But then these are cool too because it's like smaller little dumplings almost, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, how about I'll give you some of each? Okay. What are you getting, a pasta? Oh, the special? Oh, you're gonna love it. I'll show you. Look at this.
I might not know how to say it, but I can at least sell it.
So I did serrano peppers, jalapenos, spicy banana peppers, and poblanos with onions is in the mixture, but this is where it's at.
Perkins, that sounds great.
So it gives chili de arbol, ghost peppers. It's an awesome crushed red pepper. It's gonna be hot to where you feel it in your throat, but not to where you're like, can't talk.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard to breathe for a second. All right. Good. Oh, you can't see who he's talking to. He's talking to the people that have put the motorcycle there. So she's gonna get the gnocchis, the bigger gnocchis. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give her some of the smaller ones too. Like half the bag.
Is her special?
Oh yeah, we got all the different veggies. I'm gonna give her half the bag. So they can try both. You're gonna have both types of pasta in there. I'll give you a little bit of the other one too, so you can try them both. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Faceplant. Okay. I don't know if they're just getting one pasta or two, but I'll just fire one garlic bread for now. And she got a special. That's awesome. We've sold 2 specials today. In a place we weren't even supposed to be. She also wants to add a little bit of spinach to hers. I didn't unwrap any of the veggies because I didn't know if we'd even sell a ticket. Hey, what up, Keen? I agree, dude. That's where it's at, man. So is it just the one pasta? And a meatball sub? Okay, cool. Good choice. Good choice. How you doing, Keen?
Welcome in, Mullet.
Always good to see you, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've definitely had a rough couple days here in Texas. Everybody had like tornadoes and flooding, power outages. We were down for a few days, but we got power last night around 11. So we were able to come out today and work. But that ended up being a whole nother situation. We were supposed to be at a place called Cigars International today, and we got there and they double booked by accident. So we ended up leaving because there was another truck already there. And now we're here in this parking lot by our house. But it's been pretty cool. We got to hang out, you know, with chat today. We raised a little over 50 bucks. It was just nice to see everybody after a few days of hanging out in the dark. And I didn't expect to even get a ticket today here, because we've never been here before. It's just some random parking lot. We've actually had 3 tickets now. All right, so the special is hot and spicy sobrasada, which is just like a
So you didn't have to get the
spicy salami. She wanted to add spinach to it. It also gets these spicy peppers because it's going with a spicy arrabita sauce. So I did a bunch of different types of peppers and onion and cooked them all down together. It also gets cherry tomatoes. And a scoop of roasted garlic puree for some of that garlic flavor.
That's cool, dude. That's cool.
And then it's getting some of the flat iron crushed red pepper, because this shit is spicy. And then he got a meatball sub.
Our water heater's not working inside, so I'm trying to get ready. Got water.
Hi, Kahari, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Welcome in. So here is the special. So the hot and spicy sobrasada, roasted garlic puree, spicy pepper and onion mix, spinach, the flat iron crushed red peppers, which those have chili de árbol, habanero, ghost pepper, and jalapeno chilies in them. And then I'm going to top this off with a little bit of marinara to make the spicy arrabita sauce. And then the noodles she chose was the fresh roasted garlic cavatelli and the creme de lish potato carrot gnocchi. So she chose, well, she didn't know which homemade pasta she wanted, so I gave her some of both. Technically, she chose the gnocchi, but you could tell she wanted to try the cavatelli. Here's the cavatelli. I just gave her half the bag, and I'll make a pasta for myself here in a minute, and I'll just use the rest of this and a bag of spaghetti or something. So that way she can try both of the noodles. And then her boyfriend got the meatball sub. But yeah, so we had to cancel Thursday's job. Friday's job because no power, no water. And then today we got to our job and there was a truck there. So that's why we're here in this random parking lot by our house. Hot double.
You have done so much.
Thank you for the hydrate. Looks amazing. Thanks, bud. Meet the ball. Yeah, that's probably our best seller always is the meatball sub. Also, I'm just happy. You know, we've been going through a rough week and actually month. This month's been pretty rough for the business, but I'm just happy Creme, you know, we didn't freak out because they double booked our job and they were very apologetic, and we kind of just both together were like, well, let's just go try that parking lot by our house we've been talking about. And I'm kind of glad we did. Because it's a good place and it's great for advertising. I'll show you after I put this out if you haven't seen where we're at. And I think we're going to start coming here, adding an extra day to the week and see if we can get a little bit of business here until we get kicked out. I mean, we still don't even know if we're allowed here. So we still have the chance of getting kicked out at some point, but. All right, so the gnocchis are ready, but the cavatelli isn't. The meatballs are ready. So let's get the meatball sub in the oven. And then I'm going to put the gnocchi on the flat top so they can get a nice sear on them. And the gnocchi are really cool because I did creme delish in the gnocchi. I did creme delish in the gnocchi. So here's the meatballs. Get to cover it, the marinara, cheese. All right, so now scoop some marinara into here. This is where we're gonna get that spicy sauce. So you get all the peppers, all the onions, all the tomato, that garlic, the spinach you wanted. It's all gonna create that sauce. Then we can get some oil down. Drain these gnocchi. And these are made out of potato, carrot, and creme delish. Make sure you season them. And it's a cool way to show the customers that not only does the creme delish go in the cannoli or the tiramisu or the ice cream and the sweet stuff, you can also put it in something savory like a pasta. And then you want the gnocchi to get like a nice sear on it. Looks good. Yeah, I'll show you guys once it's ready. But then also, like I said, I let her try our homemade cavatelli. Where did I put my tongs? Oh, right here. I let her try our homemade cavatelli, so I'm going to put that in here too. It just has a few more minutes. Since the gnocchi's made out of potatoes and carrots, it cooks a lot faster. But I like when gnocchi, after you boil it, you can get a nice little sear on the outside of it. That's my favorite part about it. You don't have to sear a gnocchi. You could take it straight from the water to the sauce. But I like that little bit of crust on the outside. Here's what it looks like if you guys haven't seen it. And it smells phenomenal because of the creme delish. It almost smells like French toast. It almost smells like French toast, but it's basically potatoes, carrots, and creme de lish. And you can get it at getcremelish.com. It's phenomenal, dude. It's like a perfect little pocket. All right. Okay, so now we're just waiting on the cavatelli, and then I'll give everything a toss. Let's taste the spice first. See how spicy it actually is. Oh, yeah. Woo. That's good. That'll choke you up. All right, let's check the cavatelli. Oh, yeah. That's good. Cavatelli is awesome. It's like a perfect little dumpling. And I'm glad we got the cavatelli machine, because now we can do all kinds of cool, different flavors of this. We have a tomato garlic one that we made that we're not even using right now, because we had to cancel our job. But so here's the fresh cavatelli, the creme de lish potato carrot gnocchi, the spicy sopressata. You know, look, you got the chunks of like the spicy salami, greasy. It rendered down like bacon almost. And then you get all the peppers, the onions, the cherry tomatoes, and then she added spinach to it. This thing is going to be fire, literally. It's very spicy, but it's good. And we hooked her up with both noodles, so she'll be happy. Okay, so here's what it looks like in the box, and then I'm going to just cover it with some Parmesan cheese and parsley and basil. I love you, Morty. Yeah, I've been here 2 years already. It goes so fast. Look at that cheese melt. Morty coming in with the 41 months of support and kindness. Hi, Morty. Thank you for the 41 months. Enjoy all the wieners and the wheels. Welcome back. It's a long time, Morty. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being a part of this community.
It's cheaper, but you know, a wonderful drink consistent. And so that's what I need to do. Thanks, Colin. I appreciate it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, we got that. I forgot to write on the dessert special the blueberry cheesecake thing.
Italian cinnamon roll.
Ah. Well, I'll have to change that. We're just going to basically run the same specials next week, since all of our jobs got canceled. Meatball egg roll will be awesome too. Yeah, I agree. Problem is the whole fryer thing. I guess we could bake them. I agree, though. I am going to talk to Lumen about, and thank you again, Morty, for the 41. I'm going to talk to Lumen about that poll thing for the chips on sandwiches, though, so we can start coming up with fun stuff to do on, you know, Sundays or Mondays. There is his bike. He's selling it for $2,000. And it's starting to get a little bit darker, but you still can't really see the lights on the trailer. Yeah. He should have at least cleaned it. It's dirty as hell.
That's you stealing my nub.
What? Oh, that bacon? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Chips on hot dogs. I agree. Is hot dog a sandwich, though? Can this count as the poll? Isn't that a debate for another day? I agree, but should we allow hot dogs on the poll for sandwich and potato chip combos? Is hot dog a sandwich?
No, an Italian cinnamon roll does not have marinara on it. It had a hard orange zest glaze.
And anise.
And anise.
It's on the website.
It's on the website. Get.com and then go to recipes.
Meat in a bun can be classified as a sandwich. That's what I always say to all the people that are like, is hot dog a sandwich? I say the same thing.
Thanks for joining us on Kick.
I'm like, well, technically, you sandwich meat. Well, a sandwich doesn't have to be meat either. But anyway, technically, you're sandwiching something between a bread. It should be considered a sandwich. But hot dog is pretty superior, and I feel should have its own category, like hot dog. Quesadillas, yeah. See, then here we go. Here we go. It opens up that can of worms. You got people like Twisted out there. Well, then a quesadilla is a sandwich too. Actually, it's called a Crunchwrap Supreme. Okay, Twisted. Yeah, that's like, I just feel like hot dogs are so, I guess, universal and old and just, I think it needs its own category. I don't think it deserves, I think it's above, I love a hot dog. I think it's above a sandwich. That's why it's a hot dog. It goes pasta, hot dog, sandwich. My top three. Tortillas, not bread. Well, flour and water. And it's baked-ish. Rule of cube. No yeast. Well, good point. Good point. Does all sandwiches, bread have yeast? I'm sure there's been bread that's on a sandwich without yeast. So is that not considered a sandwich? This is a hard debate, Kenny. This is a hard debate. Crunchwrap Supreme is the terribly rolled burrito. Hey, the only reason I like the Crunchwrap Supreme, because I think it's genius. They have the flour tortilla. They build a bunch of stuff in it. They put a crispy corn tortilla in there. And then put another little flour. And they basically like, I love the texture of it. Soft flour tortilla outside. All the filling, crazy stuff inside, but then the crunch from the corn and the contrast from like that corn flavored tortilla with the flour. I think the Crunchwrap Supreme's a brilliant fucking sandwich. Let's talk more chefing. We have no tickets. How you doing, Diomedes? Good to see you, bud. Crunchwrap D's nuts. Yeah, we only had 3 tickets today. We had a crappy day. We've had a crappy 3 days. We were without power and water for 2 days, and everything's flooded and tornadoes. And today, we got power last night at 11 finally. So today we're excited to actually come out and see everybody and go to our job. And we get to our job and there's already a food truck there. They double booked by accident. It's been a weird day today, dude. So we ended up coming to this random parking lot by our house. But honestly, it hasn't been that bad. I mean, sales-wise, it's been bad. But we've raised over $50 already today for kids. We got to catch up with the community since we haven't streamed in 3 days. And we've had a few customers already today. And every car that drives by sees our truck. So
I think Hemlock wants to know if we have an
Fallout Chef Steve. It was crazy. We had the generator. So thank God we had our generators running for 3 days. Because all the food in the house and all the food in the trailer and in the warehouse, we were able to power up with our generators. Also, the generator that was running the house, we were able to like plug in chargers and stuff. So we could have our phones for updates in case there's another tornado and flood and shit and we got to evacuate. They evacuated so many people around us. We got really lucky. And our yard sits up a little bit more than all the neighbors. They were buried.
They love it.
Huh?
They love it.
The pasta?
Yeah, they're sitting there eating.
Oh, they're still sitting there?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see them. And she said she loved it? Good. I tried to make it spicy. Hi, Degs. Have you tried the sandwich? No. What's that? What's that? Pitas do have yeast in some places. Has anybody ever made a yeast tortilla? Or is that a pita? Yeasty Tortilla was my college band name. I thought you were going to say my stripper name.
That's doing amazing.
Yeah. Yeasty Tortilla was his band name. All this talk of yeast reminds me of a girl I used to date. Oh, God. Oh, God. Are you back, Keen? My bad about ads. I was saying, has anybody ever put yeast in a tortilla, or is that a pita?
Hey, Hemlock.
But then also Diomedes said that Yeasty Tortilla was his band name. I thought he said that was his stripper name, but I read it wrong. And then I was thinking, what kind of stripper name would that be? And then he started talking about his girlfriends. Nan? I don't think Nan gets yeast, does it? But that's a good call. But I don't think Nan gets yeast. I know, Dag. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. The skull face. Neither does corn dog batter. I don't think anybody was talking about corn dog batter. And don't you mention corn dog batter in a bad name? Because me and corn dog batter are like this. I don't know where I'd be without corn dog batter in my life. Have you not seen my Instagram? Keen. Have you not seen the trifecta of pictures? My phone's broken. Sorry. Can't show you the pictures. Too bad. Too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
They said definitely Saturday or Wednesday.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
And they said we should turn the truck the other way so the TV's face the road.
Okay. I mean, we got a big enough parking lot. We can turn it any way we want.
That's right. That's right.
Well, then, yeah. I mean, you got Saturdays booked all month long, though.
Yeah, but you know what? We could skip cigars International.
Oh yeah, good one.
I wouldn't do that to cigars International. But
No.
let me tell you, I won't be. If we show up again next Saturday and there's another truck, I won't be booking them again.
No, but
Might as well just sit out here.
yeah.
You do just as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Those customers said that because we were thinking about maybe coming here on Wednesdays to get an extra day until we get kicked out of here. But they said Saturdays would be a way better idea. And they said we should turn the truck around so the road can see all the TVs and stuff. So next time we come here, we'll turn the truck around and see if that makes a difference. How many days you're allowed here? Well, we're not allowed here at all. We just parked here. I mean, I don't know. It's an abandoned building. So for now, we're allowed here anytime we show up. But there is a barbecue truck that parks here, and I think that's on a Sunday. So we don't want to come here when he's already here. And it looks like nobody's here on Saturdays. And nobody stopped and said, hey, you can't be there yet. So
They got friends that showed up.
they got friends that showed up.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe they're hungry.
Maybe. Maybe.
No permit or anything. Well, we're allowed to park anywhere we want-ish in this county. But also, you know, we risk the chance of being kicked out here because, yeah, we're on private property and we haven't, like, checked with an owner. But who's the owner of the abandoned building? I don't know. But, like, no police officer will stop and be like, hey, you can't be here.
Wow.
Unless an owner drives by or something and calls and says, hey, I'd like you to get them off the property. What up, Clap? How you doing? If you're twerking, they will come. Do you want me to stand out there and twerk? It's a busy road, dude. Have you seen how busy this road is? You can make a pita or a thick tortilla with baking powder. Yes. We're also talking about yeast, though, Scrub. Tortilla is the baking powder, which helps to give it that fluff. Yeah, that rise without having the yeast. Yeah. I'd be surprised if the owners even bothered. Oh, yeah, exactly, Lumen. I don't think anybody's going to care at all. The thing about, here, I'll show you guys. The thing about this kind of place is you have to be here. Like, today's our first day we showed up, right? But, like, if we're here every Saturday for the next month, I guarantee we'll start to get busier. But also, just, like, the amount of advertising while being here is kind of what makes it worth it. You know, the amount of advertising that we can get here, because every car that's parked over there at that light sees our truck. Every car that drives by sees our truck. So it is helping. Our numbers all over the truck, right? It says we cater. Here's our numbers. We have a lot more signs we can bring. Next time we're here, we're going to line the whole fucking road with signs. And that side. We'll go over there and put signs. We'll have signs over here. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a potential good spot. We don't have to fight anybody to be here. Like, there's no other trucks here. My favorite thing about it is you can get to it from any side of the road since there's this big divider in the middle. The people on this side can turn at the light to come into here, and the people on this side can just turn into here. So it's accessible from both sides of the road. It's a pretty cool spot, I would say. This whole road was flooded, though, 2 days ago. Literally, the whole road was, like, flooded. But it's nonstop. There's so much traffic here. That's how this road is all day. And probably 500 feet that way. Nah, maybe 1,000 feet that way. A food truck park that has like 4 different food trucks that pay monthly to stay there. I think they charge them like $800 a month or something there. And there's 4 trucks there.
But they're worth it. You gotta have the ones that literally have a lattice in the center areas. Not just
Put the dress on. Oh, I didn't even switch to the camera the whole time. Put the dress. BlackRock owns the property, I bet. Who's BlackRock? Your website is killer. Oh, thanks, Hammock. That's creme. Wait, which one? MTP Truck or the Good Cause Crusaders? That's Lumen. Or the Chef Steve 3 TV? That's Lumen. Very lucky, dude. Lumen has been a blessing to us. Your eyes type of fast enough. Oh, it's okay. The Lumen one? Yeah, it looks good, huh? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. He is a blessing. He's done a lot for us. And I love it, dude. Yeah. What? Rain? It's gonna rain? Well, let's wait at least 15 minutes because I'm gonna make some dinner and then, yeah. We'll leave at 8. It is supposed to rain. And the sky is definitely, let me see the radar. And I'm gonna make a pasta to take home. My phone's just borked though. I had to reset it. Let me check the radar though. Because how bad is the rain? It's already flooded here and the rivers are all fucked and it's supposed to rain some more tonight. Wonder how bad it's gonna rain tonight. The rivers, they said the rivers here that are already flooded over haven't even crested yet.
Tall metal box.
Checking the radar.
So this is what I recommend. If you can, okay?
Oh, what's going on with my phone?
Sign up to a bid on bag.
Literally nothing is fucking like loading.
Pre-orders it to make sure that you don't miss out. You know, da-da-da-da. And try to get an email which you don't. So that you can even get pre-orders. That way, people, you know, you've got the product right here. You've got the product. You're not gonna buy.
Dude, everything is breaking lately.
Just don't touch it.
I just want to know if we're gonna die tonight. Oh, great. Yep. It's gonna be a bad night. That's what's right over us. Not yet, but coming. Here's the little dot. I was hoping it was like something like this. But that's a whole nother thing. Because there's a lot of like, this is, the thing about this kind of thing is like when you get to the pinks, like all the dark pinks and the purples and stuff, that's where like, I've been looking at that the last couple days when we've been getting hammered by the dark pinks and purples. And there's quite a few dark pinks and purples in that. So it's going to be a rough night tonight. We probably might lose power again tonight. We just got power back. I bet we might lose it again tonight.
I was trying to sell that product, dude. People look at it and go, oh,
All right, so then I'm just gonna make a pasta and we'll probably get the fuck out of here before it happens. Before it comes down on us. I'm gonna fire the rest of these. There's no place like home. Yeah. When it rains, it pours.
yeah, well, we're not that close, but look, dude. Collab says there's a tornado warning.
Just put on your ruby tennis shoes and say there's... Oh, to make it go away? Yeah. That's not gonna work. What'd you say? Yeah. There's a lot of pink and purple there. It's not gonna be a good night, probably.
Oh, is that your stuff?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick pasta with the rest of those noodles and meatballs. Since the spinach is open, I will put some spinach in here. I'm not gonna open up any other veggie. I haven't unwrapped any of it. I just do spinach, meatballs, and Sunday gravy. You can't go wrong. And hope for the best tonight. We'll definitely be streaming tomorrow, depending on the power situation. At some point, we can hang out tomorrow for a little bit. I don't know how much prep stuff we're gonna do, but I can like figure. I know we can make dough at least. I got plenty of other noodles too, but we can at least make some dough maybe tomorrow. I do want to make some fresh pasta cones.
Not anymore.
The mushroom. Oh yeah, I got to cook mushrooms tomorrow. Yeah, I cut them the other day, but I haven't cooked them. Or are you saying put mushrooms in there? I haven't opened that mushroom, so I'm not even gonna put them in. The fucking plastic wrap has a thing, a crease on the one end, so it just gets stuck. And then starts ripping. It's annoying. It's annoying. And we get our new cold rail on Tuesday, so that'll be good. We'll unbox. I don't know what time it's supposed to get delivered, but we can unbox it on stream. 12 to 5, Krem said we're supposed to be getting our new cold rail. Okay. How long does it take you to pick up and leave a location, like quickly?
Hey, Tez, I earned every one of these, brother.
30 minutes,
I earned every
maybe
single one of
40.
these, man.
Krem's got to get all the TVs off
How are you, dude?
in the thing, wrapped up in the thing. I have to. That whole cold rail's already wrapped because I haven't unwrapped it.
Good to see you, man.
I just got to wrap everything and get everything on the floor, which I could do fastly if I wanted to, and then just figure it out when I get home. I would say 30 minutes on the quick end.
Not wrong.
30 minutes.
Oh, dude. It's a lot of gray, man. It's a lot of gray.
I don't need the oven anymore. And I'm going to turn those off. What?
We may have another customer.
Should I wait?
I'm not gonna batch yet. Let's find out. I don't know if they're looking at that. I'm gonna take the thing. I'll find out.
Well, I'll light these back up again. Just in case. Krem says somebody else just pulled in. I think they're gonna eat. Okay. Well, let me turn the oven back on. Sick. We got one more ticket, chat. Let's go. One more ticket. I'll take it. And then we're out of here. That's cool. That means we had 4 customers today. Hell yeah. Hi, Pixie. How are you? And you can't see her. The camera's so bad out there. Hi, Pixie. Thank you guys for the shout out for Pixie. Good to see you. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. We are an Italian food truck here in Houston, Texas. It is getting ready to rain, so I was just getting ready to start wrapping things up, and then one more customer pulled in. We've been here for a few hours now. It's been a slow day today, but we are a charity food truck that raises money for mostly kids with cancer. A lot of St.Jude and Starlight and Extra Life campaigns that we do here. We also do stuff as well for veterans with Stack Up, and we have a charity stream team called Good Cause Crusaders. We started in 2021. So we pretty much just basically cook food here in Houston, sell food. A lot of the customers that come up to the truck, all the tips that come to the truck go to the charity. So a lot of the customers here in Houston will tip extra because they know we're raising money for kids. And yeah, right now I'm making a pasta for me for dinner because I thought we were going to be done, but we just had another customer roll up. Blueberry cheesecake with the creme de liche mousse. Hi, Kisak, how you doing? Good to see you in today. Good to see you in today. But yeah, Pixie, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? How was your stream? Good, that's good, Kisak, good. If you guys haven't been to our truck before, it's basically a build your own pasta food truck. So think of it like Chipotle with pasta. So you come up to the truck, you choose your noodle, you choose your protein, you choose your sauce, mostly all homemade. The spaghetti and the penne we don't make, and the gluten-free pasta we don't make, but we also have a pasta of the week every week. This week is a homemade roasted garlic cavatelli that is right here. Parsley and basil. This is the homemade cavatelli that we made this week. It's got roasted garlic in it. And then this was just some spaghetti. I was just making my pasta for dinner, and I had some leftover cavatelli, so I threw it in mine as well. We use a lot of my grandma's recipes. Her marinara, her Sunday gravy, which is our meat sauce, her meatballs, and her sausage are all a part of this truck. Also, all of those recipes are on my website, chefc330.tv. If anybody's curious and wants a good marinara or meatball or something like that, check out my grandma's recipe. It's the same thing I'm doing on the truck. And I'll show you what the Sunday gravy looks like when I put some of it on top of this. It's kind of like a thick ragu. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to make. And it's one of my favorite sauces on the truck. I've been making it since I was a little kid. There's a lot of different meat in there. Roasted pork neck bone, Italian sausage, ground beef, red wine, carrots. Dro, thank you for the chug. But this is what I made some of her meatballs with the Sunday gravy and the leftover pasta. That's what I'm going to eat for dinner. Very good. Very good. We have an awesome pasta special. We have an awesome dessert special this week. The pasta special is the spicy arrabbiata pasta with hot and spicy soppressata. And then the dessert special, we made a blueberry cheesecake, creme de liche mousse with fresh blueberries. This is our dessert special. So I did Nilla wafers and butter with fresh blueberries. I did blueberry cream cheese filling, and then I did a creme delish whipped cream mousse with more fresh blueberries on top. That's our dessert special. We're gonna have the same dessert special next week too, because this week has been a shit week. We had to cancel a couple jobs because of the tornadoes and floods. We were without power for a few days, so today is our first day back on the truck after a couple days of craziness. So yeah, Texas has been a lot of tornadoes and flooding the last week or so, all over Kansas too. And unfortunately, yeah, we got messed up by that. But today we're trying to make the best of it, and we came out. We didn't have to cancel today's job, but we got to our job today. We were supposed to be at a place called Cigars International from 5 to 8, and we got there, and there was already a food truck there. They double booked, of course. So we left there, and since we already had everything, we decided to come to this random parking lot right by our house, which is right here. It's in an abandoned like CVS building, and it's right by our house on like a busy road. So we've never, you know, I knew we weren't going to do good today. We've never been here. We didn't advertise we were coming here, any of that shit. But I'm glad we came here because it's our first stream in 3 days because of all the power outages and the floods. So it was nice to catch up with the community. We actually sold some tickets today. And like I said, it's next to a busy road, so it's good for advertising, I guess, too. All the cars driving by saw our truck. Also, we raised $50 today for the kids. That's another blessing. If we wouldn't have went live today, we would have never got that $50+ dollars. We're already at $4,180 for St. Jude Play Live. It just started this month. So we're trying to make the best of it, you know? What you get? What you get?
Build your own with the Cavatelli.
Ooh, she got the Cavatelli? So she got the homemade pasta, and I'll show you guys what she ordered, but here's the homemade roasted garlic Cavatelli. I just put that in my pasta, though. I'm also out of water almost, so I'm going to use the rest of this water. This is for my gluten-free pasta. I keep just extra water over there in case I get a gluten-free. But I also use it in case my pasta pot runs out of water. I can just use this real quick. All right, so here's what she got. If you guys are coming with a raid, here's how it works. So she ordered a pasta bowl with fresh pasta, herb and garlic oil as the sauce, Italian sausage, mushrooms, and artichokes. So basically, she wants a mushroom and artichoke pasta with herb and garlic oil instead of like marinara, Sunday gravy, pesto, Alfredo. She just wants a nice herb and garlic oil, which is what we have right here. I put it basically on our garlic bread. Also, she gets a piece of garlic bread. Every pasta gets garlic bread. Why did she say why she decided to stop or anything like that?
Hey, chef.
Yeah,
You don't want to know.
I know.
Over a good day, even though the number was kind of low. Oh, good. Good. That's progress. I'm so glad to hear that.
Here's our Italian sausage, which is my grandma's recipe. We use all pork in our sausage. There's a lot of like fennel, brown sugar, crushed red pepper, a typical Italian sausage. And then I use pig casings to case it. I do natural casings. It gives you a nice snap. It also looks very good in your hand as well. So we'll fire that. And then she wants artichokes and mushrooms, which I already had everything over here wrapped. So now I'm unwrapping, playing the wrap unwrap game. Every chef is very familiar. You think you're done, you wrap, then you get a ticket, you unwrap.
Cavatelli.
It's a dangerous game. The wrapping unwrapping chef game. All right.
You're done over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what can I bring out on the cake first?
So mushrooms, artichokes, herb, garlic oil, fresh pasta. The pasta takes about 8 minutes. Ticket. I think it's add ticket. Add ticket, Texas Dad. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. It's exclamation point add ticket. And then let me show you guys where we're at if you're just getting here from the stream. Thank you, Texas Dad. Love you, brother.
Find something to read out.
Starting to get dark out. Starting to get dark out. But here's what the truck looks like. We got TVs on the outside. We got the lights. We got the menu on the outside. We're just basically in an parking lot intersection area. Nothing crazy. Abandoned CVS. But that's what the outside of the truck looks like.
Go ahead and bust out your brother. He's sitting in a restaurant somewhere. That's the
Look at those clouds. Yeah, they're coming, bud.
So, guys, thank you so much. Tell Relic I said hi.
It's going to be storming while I'm trying to clean the truck, break down the truck and shit.
But it's going to start raining here.
The truck should be facing the street. Yeah, well, next time we'll turn around so the TVs
But, yeah, we got to get this
are
all
facing the road, so.
So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for just spending your time with me. Thanks again. And we'll be back again on Thursday for sure. Unless, of course, we get the 11 again.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you again.
That's a nice Sears.
And Twitch is still here.
Yeah, the customer, suggested we should turn the trailer around. It's a good idea.
Twitch family. So much.
Very good idea.
That, bro. It's getting down. That looks like a night, baby. I think that's what that is. Anyway.
Ooh, I think I know where we're going to go raid.
Spend your time with me. Straight. Straight. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Lots and
You need a meatball sub. Texas Dad, we're done now. I wish you could have came up today and got a meatball sub. We could have really used it. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. Not Pizza Princess. No, we're gonna go hang out with Kelly Cakes probably. She's doing spa night tonight.
so yeah. Oh,
Hey, what up, Struggle?
who do we have on?
Yo, we're done. Well, this is my last ticket, and then I gotta go clean and stuff. I gotta get all this shit put away, figured out where it's gonna go. We're not gonna have another job till Thursday. But it's supposed to storm again tonight, Struggle. Like, it's on its way now.
We're gonna
The
raid-
sky's already black. So we might lose power again. Unfortunately.
Like 8 days. Literally. She's kind of interesting.
Damn storms. I know, man. We finally get power back on and we might lose power again tonight.
But she likes to have fun. And she's a nurse. And she...
Pizza Princess is overrated. She's good. She's good people. She's good people. She's very nice.
She's got
I got to cook against her. I got to meet her. The story of her pizza shop is cool. been in her family a long time. I just wish she would stream on food and drink. But it's okay. It ain't no big deal. We're still here. She is very nice, though. Well, she stole my knife during the food beast thing we did. Her and Dream took my knife. Install backup generator at Krem's house. We have one. It's just it's a whole nother situation. Power, yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for staying with me on the rain. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you guys.
You got to get your vent sealed leaked in the other day.
You guys had fun tonight.
You better, dude. It's hurricane season. You spoiled me, Steve Hammock says. What do you mean, dude? Thank you, Hammock, for being you. So you had to use the hatchet? Yeah. Yeah, she stole the chef knife, Grumpy. Oh, and because of that, the next TwitchCon, where in San Diego when we were there, the Food Beast thing they did, they weren't allowed to have any knives. So it was already sketchy that they let us have the 2 knives up there, but then she took mine, and then I was using the hatchet, cutting Pico de Gallo blindfolded. So the next year, Twitch was like, no more knives, dude, or hatchets. No knives, no hatchets. You can't have people using hatchets to cut shit at TwitchCon on live TV. That's a no bueno. All right, here's the nice big chunks of Italian sausage, the mushrooms, the artichokes, good old Grandma Sprito, and then she got the herb and garlic butter, which is, this is basically the sauce. I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic butter in here, add a little bit more salt, pepper, put in the cavatelli. Cavatelli. Oh, I lost one. Hit that up with a little salt, pepper. Look at those little homemade nudes. Give everything a nice toss. Thicken it up with a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. See what we're working with on that mushroom. Oh, we working with that good. That's that good. That had great flavor. Boom. Sausage, pasta with homemade cavatelli, mushrooms, artichokes, and herb and garlic oil. Side of garlic bread. Now I can turn everything off. Hot. There you go. Huh? That's good. All right, chat. Well, that was an interesting day, to say the least. But we're going to go hang out with Kelly Cakes. It is spa day, which is always a good time over there. She's hilarious during spa days. It's just hanging out at her house, having a laugh. Make sure you go say what's up to her, show her some love. When she starts laughing, I guarantee you will laugh. She has one of those laughs. But yeah, chat, thank you guys so much for all the messages. Miss Ruby showed you where a knife was. Yeah, the hatchet. Chat, thank you guys for all the messages the last few days. Thanks for stopping in today. I know today was a little bit crazy where it had to make up a new spot since our spot was taken. But yeah, we'll do it again. Tomorrow we'll hang out and maybe make some dough and just catch up some more. Not having tickets involved. Just depending on the storm. So, you know, check my Discord if you guys are curious to see what happens tonight. It's coming. It's a bad one. So while I'm cleaning and breaking down, it's probably going to hit. We might lose power, we might not, but I'll keep you guys posted about tomorrow. We'll hang out if we can. Thank you so much for the raid, Pixie. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for over $50 raised today. No matter what we did for sales today, I know we only had 4 tickets and, you know, almost $100 or whatever, but at least we made about $50 for the kids. And it was just nice to be with you guys again. And it's been 3 days since we got to stream, and I missed the hell out of you. Thank you so much for everything you did today. Let's go say hi to Kelly Cakes. And if you're on Kick, stick around. We'll figure out where we're going to go after that. Thank you.